Yes.
Today, many young adults are exposed to hundreds or thousands of people online every day, showing luxury lifestyles, six-figure businesses, perfect relationships, I doubt those, expensive vacations, and a day-in-life videos. Has success become less about your parents expect or more about what your friends, influencers, and algorithms expect? I'm sorry. That's what we're going to discuss today. But before we get into that, let's say hello to the co-host, the guy on my right here, Mr. Art, right here.
Hey, what's going on?
He's the undisputed king of Wait,
What was that?
Wait, what was the question again? He's got more action figures than any grown man should legally be allowed to own.
Facts.
He knows the entire Star Wars timeline better than his own family tree. Can explain Marvel's multiverse in 3 hours, whether you asked him or not. Yeah.
Knowledge that I think everyone should know.
Absolutely.
If there's an unlimited edition lightsaber or a rare Marvel collectible, he's already got it and probably bought a backup. Give it up for the Jedi of collectibles, the Sultan
Yes.
of superheroes, the
Yes.
one and only Artemis Prime.
Artemis Prime. Yes.
He's not here today, but
Yeah.
I'll call in. That was awesome, Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah, nice intro.
That was true.
Oh, I got one for all you guys. And sitting next to Prime is the man who's been around the block many times. Google Maps uses him for directions.
Yes.
He loves a woman in spaghetti straps.
Yes, I do. Nice tan shoulders.
Grew up marinating in high karate and brute cologne, but deep down we all know he was a Stetson man.
No. Actually, it was Polo, Polo and
stop.
Giorgio. Go ahead.
He's also famous for coining the phrase "Let him finish."
Let him
Relax,
finish.
people. It just means stop interrupting the poor guy. Well, almost the time. Give it up to the legend himself, Mr. Bobby Boogie.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And joining us as a guest host during her summer break. She's a wife. She's a mom. She's a teacher. And on occasion, a trauma nurse whenever Artemis decides and still skateboard. Please welcome the woman with a college degree and the busiest resume on the show, Mrs. Artemis Prime.
Hey, Louise. All right.
Yeah. And last but not least, broadcasting from an undisclosed location somewhere deep in California's Central Valley, hidden inside a Portuguese dairy farm in a barn he proudly calls the Bat Cave, where the Wi-Fi barely works, security is tighter than Fort Knox, and even the cows had to sign an NDA. If you were a 10 anywhere else, keep driving. But if you're a 4 in the Central Valley, congratulations, you're exactly his type. He's living proof that beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Give it up to the Austin Powers of the Central Valley, Hoochie Daddy.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Smashing.
Oh, hello,
Smashing Basil.
guys.
All that was awesome, Johnny.
Yeah.
Before we get this thing started tonight,
We know you were a polo guy. We know you were a polo guy, dude.
No. I just want
Polo
to say,
doesn't make it funny, though.
I just want to say something real quick,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I was in my house today, getting ready to come to the show, and I saw something that I'm probably not going to collect ever again. Okay. But I figured, man, it's a rare item. Who would appreciate this more?
Oh, no.
Okay. So,
Uh-oh.
okay, let me pull this out.
Oh, shit.
What's this?
Send it out.
I'm pulling it out.
Yeah.
Now, just remember.
Let him finish.
Do I need to go wide angle?
No. Baseball teams always say it's not about. It's not about. Wait, it's not about the name on the back. It's always about the name on the front. That's who you play for. But today, we're giving this to Art
Hell yeah.
because it's actually who you play for on the back.
Oh, MTC. Thank you, Bob.
Yes.
Damn.
That's a collectible. There are not very many. Show it up here. Let them see the zigzag guy.
Think about it. Not many are out there, bro.
No, there
Let them see
isn't.
the
There isn't.
zigzag guy.
Yeah, NTC.
Wow.
NTC.
Yeah, they used to sponsor our softball teams. Guys would actually offer me
That's
$50
pretty sick.
for a shirt,
Damn.
and the owner of the company would go,
Bobby,
"No."
Thank you, man.
Entrepreneur.
Hell yeah. I'm going to wear it. It's my 90.
Ooh, lucky Mrs. Art. Oh,
No, I
appreciate it,
thought you'd appreciate
Yeah, I
that.
appreciate it so
Yeah.
much. Thank you. I said I was gonna cry in this episode.
salute.
Salute.
Now, if you got any Turlock 4s somewhere sitting around in your house, let me know.
I got some Turlock 4s heading your way.
Actually, Julian, I'm going to go through some old clothes again. If I have any more softball jerseys with the zigzag guy, I'll throw one at you.
I thought he was going to say, I'm going to go through some old girlfriends, Julian,
I was gonna be like,
and
hey.
send them your way.
Hell yeah,
Hey.
dude. Whip out that old.
Hey, just
black
make sure
shirt.
they're the live ones. Make sure they're the live ones.
Julian wants a cougar.
Let me do this here. How about if I,
I mean,
if I hit that? I think
wouldn't
it's
be mad.
important. Yeah. I think it's important we describe what success meant to each generation. So we're going to start with the baby boomers, 1946 to 1964. What success meant for many boomers, success looked like a stable career, home ownership, marriage, raising a family, staying with one company. How about
34 years.
pension?
Oh yeah.
And retirement security. Success wasn't flashy; it was dependable. And that's my dad, 100%.
Yeah.
Who influenced them the most? And if you have ever heard Bob talk, every single one of these people Bob has mentioned that has given him some sort of knowledge throughout his years. And if you've listened to Bob on this show, or the Friday Night BS show, or the sports show, when I put this list together, I was like, this is fucking Bob.
Hell yeah.
Number 1, parents. 2, grandparents. 3, church. Military veterans. Employees, community leaders, and teachers. Yeah, that's you. That's you. Many boomers grew up with the message: work hard. And oh man, I can hear my dad saying this to me: work hard, keep your head down, and good things will come.
Yeah.
Seriously,
Dad used to say
Art's dad said that too. Yeah.
That is my
Sounds
motto.
sounds like how art is. You know.
I can't fucking use the gong, guys. Stop it. I can't use the gong.
Yeah.
Until I get that letter from the copyright motherfuckers out
Yeah,
there.
whatever company that is, fuck you, bro. Fuck you, whatever company that is.
Gen X,
Copyright that.
Copyright that. Is fuck you copyright it? I wonder.
There's no way.
Hey, you know what?
There's no way.
That's hot though.
That's hot.
That's hot.
That's hot. That's probably been coined by Mrs. Paris Hill. Gen X, 1965 to 1980. Gen X came up. Gen X came of age during corporate downsizing and rapid technology change, and making many skeptical of lifelong security, financial independence, owning a home, not relying on anyone. That's me. Career flexibility and creating their own path. Who influenced them? Parents, coaches, mentors, bosses, and close friends. True. And this is the exact motto of Gen X. Nobody's coming to save you.
Nope.
No one's fucking coming.
Word on that, homie. Okay, word on that. Okay.
Success means taking care of yourself. That was Gen X.
Yeah.
The millennial babies. We got 2 in the house, 1981 to 1996. Art will say, I'm a late or early. Which one are you, Art?
I'm an elder millennial.
You're
Zennial.
Well,
Kind of Gen X.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, Zennial, sure.
You're kind of like, you could be either or. You could be either.
What year were you born?
No, don't clip that.
What year were you born?
It could be either.
I was born in 83.
80?
Oh, I was already out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're early.
Yeah.
When'd you graduate high school, Bobby? When'd you graduate high school?
I was like, this year?
1976.
No, 1981. 1981.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
81. That's a good year, bro.
45 years.
I remember that
45 years.
year. I remember that year.
Yeah. Millennials grew up hearing they could be anything. And that's me. This is 100% me yelling at my kids. You could be anything you want to be.
That's awesome. That's a good thing.
Put that dirty magazine down. While also experiencing rising college costs and economic uncertainty, many began valuing work-life basics.
Yeah.
Balance. I'm sorry. Balance.
Yeah.
Damn, that's already
Too
hitting
many
me.
whiskeys, bro. Too many whiskeys.
It is already hitting me.
Sorry.
A purpose and passion, experiences, and travel and meaningful work. True.
Yeah.
I do. I see a lot of millennials deciding to do things that they enjoy more so than the pay.
Mhm.
Yeah. I do see that. Who influenced them? Parents, teachers, college advisors, Google. Google.
Google.
Google.
Okay.
Early YouTube creators,
Big
Facebook,
facts.
and friends. This generation was among the first to blend offline and online influences. Their definition: love what you do. Love what you do.
I love that.
Yeah.
Gen Z, that's you, buddy. Go ahead.
Okay, what success means: Gen Z has grown up with smartphones and social media. Success is often highly visible and immediate. So theirs would be financial freedom, entrepreneurship, content creation, building a personal brand, flexibility, remote work, and multiple streams of income, which is very true. You see that online all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's also a stronger focus on mental health and authenticity than in previous generations.
Mhm.
The people who influence Gen Z, unlike previous generations, influence is more distributed between friends, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, podcast, influencers, Reddit, and Discord communities. So it seems like a lot more social media.
Yeah. A lot more social media.
Parents still matter, but they are now one voice among many. Their definition is I want freedom to live on my terms.
Facts. Do you think do you resonate with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that like you see that all the time of having like multiple streams of income. You want to be, putting money into investments while also doing the Amazon thing or the social media thing and this on top of that. And supplement company, you see it all the time with like a lot of people my age that are online making it with like their social media. They put their hands into multiple different avenues.
Right on.
Of those friends, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, podcasters, influencers, Reddit, or Discord communities, which one do you think influences you the most?
Me the most?
Yeah. Which one do you feel like has helped you the best? Let's just put it, not influence you the most, but as you feel has helped you come along where you are today.
I would definitely say my friends. I'd put that at the highest one. Yeah, I think who you have around you definitely influences who you're going to become.
Yeah.
That's why you see that a lot.
Of us, right?
Like if you got good people around you, you're going to be a good person,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree with that because the people around you kind of want to emulate, but you're glad that you're in that circle because of how they value you to be in the circle with them. I mean, I invited you guys out to my birthday. You guys met a lot of my friends, right? And it's just like, but they're accepting. They'll take anybody in, as long as you're good people and stuff. And
very true.
And shout out to like Chris Hart and the Skunk Train. I promise I will not tell my friends they can ride for free on the train anymore.
Hootie and the Blowfish were there, right?
But can Art and Louise ride for free? Because I told them they can.
Yeah. It's funny because like we have such diverse friends. Everybody's different. Everyone has guys that are in corporates and guys that are in warehouse work. It doesn't matter to us. It's just everybody has something to offer. And I talked about it before. Like I think I told you I don't like people. I don't want to have friends that. I don't like people that value you as a commodity.
Right.
Like, I can't stand that. Like you're my friend because I know if I don't have my wallet, you're going to take care of something or something like that. I can't stand that.
Hey, no offense, but Cousin Joe doesn't call us often being hey, can I borrow your truck to haul something for me? He doesn't call us often anymore. I'm kidding. I love Joe. I've been friends with Joe for 30 years.
But that's his own Frank Sinatra.
I just imagine Uncle or Cousin Joe has a wine glass in his hand at all times. He always has a wine glass.
Yes.
Yeah, ice is melted.
Yeah, I love Cousin Joe.
How about you? As far as the millennials, when I go back up to the millennials, we'll start with you, Art. Do you feel like any of those have influenced you in any way? Your parents, your teachers, college advisors, Google, early YouTube creators, Facebook, or friends? Who would you put at the top?
Definitely, I'd put my mom on the top. Put my friends up there too. Yeah, as far as teachers, not really, never went to college, so don't have no college counselors. And
what about Mr. Brady?
Oh shit, Mr. Brady.
Troy was cool.
Troy's awesome.
Troy's cool. Troy, shout out to Troy. Like, but no, like I also had like other teachers that were pretty cool too, but I don't know about them being like an influence on me.
So you'd say like parents and friends.
Yeah, parents and friends.
Yeah.
Definitely like
Mrs. Hart.
ones.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with all of this.
You better say teacher.
Who influenced me, definitely.
All right.
A lot of the women in my life have been teachers, and I kind of always sought them out because they are the people that were there for me as a child. So I would say teachers probably number one. As far as friends, I have a wide variety of friends from all walks of life. So, and then social media, like I wasn't big on that for a long time. So yeah, I would say teachers, not my parents. I kind of looked at my parents as what not to
I want
be.
better. Yeah. I want better.
This is exactly what I do not want.
You didn't choose teacher so you can have 3 months out of the year off, did you?
I mean, I always knew I wanted to be a teacher, and then I had my own kids and was like, all right, I got to do this. So.
All right. So which teacher influenced you to be a teacher?
Yeah.
A few of them, actually. My ex-boyfriend in high school, his mother was a teacher.
Oh, wait, I need a sound effect.
Loser.
Wow.
Loser. You missed out, bitch.
He was incredible.
Bobby,
she actually
he's
saved
dead,
me.
so it's good.
So, yeah.
Oh,
Sorry.
I take it back. Take it back. Take it back.
Sorry.
Take it back. Take it back.
No, he knows everything. He knows everything.
Yeah, I know
I knew
her.
him.
She's a very lovely lady.
And she is. Yeah, she was even
take it
there
back.
when Zoe was born and stuff. So,
Nice.
Yeah.
She's cool.
She was an amazing person, and I knew I wanted to be like her.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Mr. Sharp,
Yes.
how about you, Mr. Sharp? Let me go back. I got to go all the way back up to the top. Parents, grandparents, church, military veterans,
right.
employers,
Hey,
community leaders, or teachers.
mom and dad, number one.
Number one.
Okay. My parents were legends. My dad, it's just like you grew up in his shadow when you followed my dad anywhere because he was it. Everybody wanted to see Uncle Benton or my dad, so you grew up in the shadow, but you learned to accept your role and step out when you could. And my father always pushed us to step out from behind him. He never insisted you'll stand behind me forever. No, my dad was like this. But I always wanted, because my dad grew up as a migrant field worker, right? They traveled the valley picking stuff. And I tell people, he picked cotton, he picked potatoes, and they're like, he's white, right? Yeah, a bunch of white people in the Great Depression picked stuff. Okay, white people did that job. It's not that hard to believe, but just his story from going to being a migrant field worker to being in the military, being a war hero, and then being a great dad. I mean, God damn it, we were always hunting, fishing. Yeah, he was actually, because he was all about the whole family unit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everything was about family first. It was never. He never sought out to be like the narcissistic guy. Well, I did this. That wasn't my dad. My dad was make sure that everybody in the family was around and we all spent time together. And my dad didn't go to church. All right. My mom wanted me to. Dad said no. Sorry. Because Sundays were for fishing,
football,
fishing, hunting, football, NASCAR.
Fishing, hunting, NASCAR.
Dude, I want to go to the NASCAR. I want to just go watch, get drunk.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So next
we could
year,
be a bunch of drunk ass motherfuckers.
Next year, seriously, my buddy can get us tickets for Phoenix. It's a great track, 1 mile. You can see the whole track. And I've gone, we used to have season tickets to Phoenix. So if you want to go to NASCAR, let's go to Phoenix and share March.
Yeah.
Spring training baseball.
You want to hear my NASCAR story? Yeah. I worked for Exide, so we got free tickets all the time for races. I never went. It's just like I wasn't into it. I just wanted to work there and go home, Yeah. So we got tickets to the track in LA.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the track. But
Fontana.
There's a hill.
Fontana.
Right. We all have our Exide jackets on. We're drunk as hell.
Yeah.
I fall. I'm rolling down the hill, and all you see is Exide. I get to work, memo. That's it. No more free tickets to the. We tore up the buffet thing. We're like, hey, got passes. We went to all the food things. So every tent, grabbing food, having a blast, getting drunk. And then I fell. 2 of us fell, actually.
Right. So in '97, I'm working in Yuba City. And we have a contest through STP. Whoever sells the most product gets tickets and gets to sit in the corporate tent to Sears Point. right? I'm like, I'm gonna win this sumbitch because I'm taking my dad because my dad loves NASCAR and we're gonna go to this race and be VIPs. That's what we're gonna do. So like the day before the contest ends, I'm like in third place.
Bob cheated his way to the top.
I didn't cheat. I went to a customer of mine, Joe
he was bumping the numbers.
Yeah, I know. Joe
fluffing the books.
Joe at Yuba City at the 76 station, huge 76 station. It's huge. It's phenomenal. It's number one. It's the greatest. It's huge.
Name is made up.
So anyway, I walk into Joe and said, Joe, look, I got a problem. I got to win this contest. I need you to buy as much STP products as you can.
Oh, shit.
He goes, what's in it for me? And I go, every unit you buy, I'll give you an extra 20 cents off out of my pocket. He bought 360 units. Cost me $72.
Yeah, it's worth it.
I won the contest. It was well worth it to take my dad to Sears Point, so he got treated like a VIP all day. And his favorite driver won, Mark.
Yeah,
it only cost $72 too. That
and it only cost $72. Yes. But okay, so
all right, but we got to move on, Bob.
Okay, so I would say no, seriously, I would say family. Teachers, Mrs. Bray, Mrs. Lawrence, thank you very much. Mr. Jevanoni was incredible. And then Tom Eaton, Virginia Clark, who taught me in the liquor store.
Is she alive?
She's still alive.
All right.
And then Tom Eaton, 34 years at MTC.
Nice.
And thank you, Ed, for helping push me farther than I could go.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go. That's
true.
what's up.
For me, parents were a big thing, of course, but mentors. I had a few mentors, and I was kind of lucky in the beginning because my mom babysit, and she babysit all the kids from Del Rio. All those people worked for Gallo. They worked for a lot of big companies. So they would come over, they would talk to us, and they would tell us, hey, you got to do this, you got to do that. And I wish I would have listened to them more.
Right, exactly.
Back then. I kind of brushed them off, but again, you're 16. You're like you've got the whole fucking world ahead of you. So it's just, but yeah, I wish I would have listened to them and some of my friends. I had some close friends that. That kind of pushed me along and got me on the straight and narrow. So, and then I the trucking thing, I chose that. I chose that when I was like 10 years old. I told him I'm gonna be a truck driver. My dad laughed. He's like, you're not a truck driver, goddamn. Get a job in the office behind a desk with air conditioning and heating.
It freaked everybody out when I quit college to be a truck driver.
Yeah, it's a scary.
My dad was so proud.
It's a scary thing. Julian, did social media refine what success means to you?
I mean, I do think it influences it, but I do think like I do partially get like stuff from my parents as well. Like
they send you like clips of shit. Your parents?
No, not like they send me clips. No, I said like my parents influenced me, but also I do think that like now like I do think it like changes the way that I see success because like you can like I have my own place. I live by myself. I take care of myself. I pay all my bills. I definitely do like have some kind of success within life, but it's in the sense of like obviously there's always more and you see that and like I could want it, but like I'm also content with what I have now. Like it's but I do think that it does make it hard to not almost compare yourself to everything else because you see how much more some people do have.
Yeah, I hate using the term because it only applies to bars, but you're not looking at social media with bar goggles. You know what I'm talking about?
Beer goggles.
Yeah. Beer goggles. You're not looking at it that way. You're not going, oh, I need that life. I want that life. I want to be on the private jet. You understand. I'm assuming you understand that a lot of that stuff is bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Or it's like paid for by companies. Like I get it. Like influencers are get to live this lifestyle because they're getting paid by companies or like these companies are paying for them to be at these places and promote their stuff. So like, like I understand that, but it's hard for people to want to achieve. Some people also can't grasp that. Like some people like not everyone is going to be able to know the difference between what is real and what is like this, what is social media, I guess.
Yeah.
I love that you said that you're content with what you have already because I think it's important besides all of this, like waking up every day with gratitude and then working for something more that should come naturally, right? But being grateful for what you have is great. Like you're working hard. Fantastic.
Hey, let me ask you a question though, because when I was young, I kind of did the same thing you did. Do you appreciate the fact that you got to travel young and appreciate it?
Oh, I love it. Like I want to travel more. I'm waiting for my next trip to happen because right now, I don't have any kids. I'm single.
Right, exactly.
I can do whatever I want.
That
I know of. Hopefully.
Okay.
They just can't find you. You're in an undisclosed area.
Yeah. That's why you don't give her your social security, bro. You don't give her your social security number.
Well, no, I mean because I see a lot of me in you right now because when I was 20 years old,
there could be more if you want.
No, me and a buddy travel cross country.
Damn it, I need the gong.
Right?
I need the gong.
And 20, and I'm 22 flying.
You need the gong.
Flying to New England for the week, for a week. I'm going to New York City. I'm doing this.
Don't.
Because I can, because I'm young and I can get around. I've been to Hawaii. By the time I'm your age, I had traveled so much, and thinking back, I'm glad I did it then because you're young enough, you can appreciate it, and you were young enough where you could do all the shit you wanted to do.
Yeah.
Hike that hill.
How about you, Art?
Yeah,
I mean, have you looked at social media and do you judge it a different way? Do you look at it as like, okay, I can get there, I can do that, do I want to do that?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All the people that I follow, dude, like the toy photographers that I follow, the buff men that I follow. I want to I'm gonna be that one day.
Yeah,
a buff man.
Yes.
Julian, a toy photographer, bro. Why did you focus on the buff man?
Oh, you want to be a buff guy photographer? My bad.
I got you, Art.
I can see him like doing the flex thing when he's taking the fucking picture.
The selfie.
He's all like, you're flexing wrong. No, your bicep needs to look like this.
So you want to do like more photography?
Oh yeah, no, all that stuff like that. I follow like skateboarders and stuff like that too. Like it's.
You want to be a pro skateboarder?
No, nothing like pro. It's just like hobbies that I follow, that influence me to go out and do those things. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't follow fools who are like on, fucking private jets and yachts. Like, I don't follow those people.
There's so much that goes into this. I didn't know a lot about the skateboard thing until a friend of mine's son, who doesn't really skate. He's an artist.
Yeah.
And he gets paid big fucking dollars, dude, for painting stuff on skateboards. You're doing different designs and stuff for skateboards.
It's a culture.
He's
photographers too, man.
Yeah, once your name's out there, I mean, once your name's out there, everybody wants you.
Yeah.
It's just like I admire you, John, because you carry a camera everywhere.
Yeah,
I do.
I used to love your pictures, man. It's just because no, but seriously, it's you can take like the average scene, but the perception you present makes you think, and you're like, damn, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
When are you gonna take some headshots of Art?
I'm actually waiting for Joe to go, hey dude, we're gonna do photo badges, so would you like to take photos, everybody? I'd love it. I'd be like, fuck yeah.
I don't like that idea at all.
We'd have to put Art in like a sweater vest or something.
Do that with that AI fucking magic John be doing.
No, seriously though,
like maybe 410 or 310 or whatever.
Like next summer, we should all go to Yosemite. And you bring your camera, and I want you to shoot what I see.
Well, I'm going this summer, or actually this winter. I'm going for they have me and Joe have been trying to go every year, but the problem is we don't have a vehicle to get up there during the winter. But there's a class that goes that teaches you how to shoot in the snow, which is real difficult because of the way the sun hits the snow. So
nobody has a 4-wheel drive.
Nobody that we know of at that time, but I want to get up there and actually, because it is very difficult to shoot in snow with sunlight. So, actually it's what's his name's. He's not alive, but the photographer, Ansel Adams. It's his program that's through Yosemite, and you sign up for it, and you meet up there at a certain time at I think it was 8 o'clock in the morning. And he takes you to different parts of Yosemite, helps you set your camera up, and helps you, get the perfect shot with the snow.
Yeah.
So it's real difficult.
That's amazing.
Yeah, no. When I was going to college, I studied geology and meteorology. So geology every year is a field trip to Yosemite.
Yeah.
Okay. So I learned to appreciate like the granite, the rock formations, and all this little bullshit. But it's just like, no, it's not. Because it's an incredible story. No, but it's an incredible story if you look at it. Well, and when I said earlier, that I said I want you to shoot what I see.
Yeah.
Right. Mine is it's the beauty of the rock formations, how they got there, and what developed for that project to get there.
Yeah.
What color was the spaghetti strip?
There were no spaghetti straps involved because when we went to Yosemite, it was usually October. It was cold. Right. The chicks wore sweatshirts.
October is actually very
but it
was. That's why you got to go when it's hot. You got to go when it's hot, so that way they wear the spaghetti straps.
Let's get back.
Summer should be your favorite time, Bob. Summer should
let's
be
go
your
back.
favorite time.
Let's get back.
Because summertime is too fucking crowded.
Let's get back to the topic.
Back on top.
Is success today measured more by visibility or accomplishments, Julian? In your Gen Zer, this whole show's about you.
I would say for sure visibility at this moment. Like I would say if it's an overall, if you're asking me, I'm thinking if you're asking in general, like
for Gen
my
Z
generation, I think a lot of it has to do with like what people see. Like if you're doing big things and your people are able to see it, then that's success. But I feel like, I mean, obviously, like for me, I'd rather nobody know about me and I'm still successful because I don't need everyone to see what I'm doing. But I mean, I do think that in general, like you would be seen as more successful if everyone knows what you're up to, and that's why, like, I think a lot of people try to show that.
Yeah, I mean Gen Z art, huh? I mean, I think when Gen Z started getting into the Instagram is when I started noticing all the gym photos. You too?
Yeah,
on Instagram. I know you're an Instagram guy.
I love it.
I'm sorry.
I love it.
Well, only girls though.
Say,
Say
allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly. I'm not putting you on the spot. Say
do it
say
for the
something.
gram, bro. Do it for the gram.
Say something good because I got this one.
No,
right
I've always felt this way, but like, well, I guess you might consider it your generation, but like
not just the gym stuff, but like other stuff. Gen
well,
Z.
what I noticed popped was like as soon as Jackass popped up.
Yes.
Do it for the gram.
Everybody
wanted to get kicked in the nuts, or you know what I mean? Like just get obliterated, like if I'm using that term right, like on the internet, go viral, and I noticed a lot of that because the Jackass shit used to just be in like skate videos.
Yes.
And we used to watch skate videos and laugh about that shit, and then it became something, on MTV, and now I was seeing kids like just pushing each other in shopping carts. Like I didn't see and filming each other.
Who thought you can make millions getting kicked in the balls?
But that's what we did. Our generation didn't grow up with cell phones, so we were literally doing Jackass stuff when we were hanging out.
But then, like the next generation had phones, so they're doing the things that teens and young adults do, party and do Jackass shit, but they have the technology to record it and put it out there. Even if you guys had cameras, I had a digi, like I had a phone.
Yeah, that's my kids had that that little camcorder, dude.
But imagine trying to put that online. I mean, it's easy now, especially if you're doing it on your phone.
Yeah.
But back then it wasn't even.
Well, I had to do that.
Yeah.
They would give me the tape. I would transfer it to the PC and then have it uploaded for them to YouTube or their whatever was going on at that time. But
well, you know what sucked about being now. What sucks about being my age is all the crazy shit we did because you guys.
Bob, I could kick you in the nuts if you want to go out.
We used to do that. We used to have rock fights, right?
Rock fights.
Man.
He's not kidding.
I'm not kidding. I am not kidding.
What, the Stone Age?
No, my brother.
No,
we were in the woods and we were having a rock fight with these guys. My brother got clipped in the head, right? So he's bleeding. So we walked back home. The only person home is my dad, right? And we had a motorcycle and a car. Mom's at work. Mom's got the car. My brother's bleeding, and my dad's like, "Get on the fucking bike." So my brother's holding his head, going down the road, bleeding, while my dad is taking him to the emergency room.
Yeah,
my brother got like 12 stitches.
Yeah, we used to shoot each other with BB guns out here. That was the thing. We weren't allowed to shoot anywhere above the waist.
Yeah,
we shoot each other with BB guns.
Well, my favorite was when you build the bike ramp, right?
Jesus Christ!
How many kids can you jump over?
Yeah.
Now, how many kids could you do, Bob?
I think I did
2,
7 at the most. But you got to be coming down a hill to get enough speed to get a length, right? So if you didn't have the hill, he couldn't get speed. You never wanted to be the last kid.
Yeah.
Because he was going to hit you with his bike when he landed. You know, and it's just like, okay, you lay down, you lay down, you lay down. Son of a bitch, I'm last. And you're just tensing up because you know his back tire is going to hit you in the gut.
I'm kind of curious, Mrs. Aristotle.
Yeah.
Being a teacher. I don't know what grade you are in. You don't have to say. Do you see this? Do you see that? Are they measuring it by visibility or accomplishments? And that, I don't know what grade you're in, but I'm sure you have a general idea of all other students that are in your class. But is that something you're noticing?
I think in children, social media has the number one influence on them. They're looking at their friends. They're looking at what's happening around them more like, I like literally anything they're saying is all from like clips they watched on TikTok and brain rots and video games. And it's just that they live in a digital world and it's very different. And I'm talking, I taught second grade last year. So
you're talking Gen Alpha.
7, 8 years old, alpha, 6, 7 was big in my classroom.
6, 7.
It was so much fun. I love little kids. They're the greatest.
6, 8. You can't help but do it, Johnny.
I want that young.
As a teacher, I have to compete with all of these voices coming at them.
Yes.
And I think it's really important. Every single thing that comes out of my mouth is very important. It doesn't matter what it is. Like,
do you feel like you don't have to do you feel like you don't want to let them down, right? About social media, like if that's something that
I'm like, I do it too.
I was wondering, like, I
try to stay on their level. They love that.
Did you have a 6, 7 lesson plan? Did you ever have a 6, 7?
I did a whole math unit with 6, 7. It was so much fun. They love it. I don't know. And every time it would come up, we would just casually 6, 7 it together. I don't know. But yeah, kids, I think they are not really looking at people. They're looking more at each other. They're looking more at what they see when they open that screen because they live in that screen.
It's crazy. It's social
even
media,
at school.
YouTube
they live in
general. It's just it amazes me. I watch Elena and I watch Bella. And I watch what they watch. And a lot of it is just goofy stuff, but they do watch some like they like some of their big channels that they watch are educational ones that but it's still grown-ups acting like children, which bothers me. That bothers me.
There's a lot of that. I used to show some of the things that they liked, and it was, they like Mr. Beast, and they like this Danny Go guy that just dances, and he's like colorful, but it's great. It's good for them. But I think it's important for us older people, like parents who have kids going through that technology life, to monitor it and make sure they're using it responsibly and educationally.
Yeah. For sure.
I have a question.
Definitely a tool.
Yeah.
I have a question for Julian. Do you base your success on social media on how many likes you get on your snaps?
Too early on that one question, Bob.
That one? No. I don't really post on social media. I don't do anything with social media. I mean, ask John. He literally had to ask me multiple weeks to put a picture on my Facebook.
Yeah, I did, you bastard.
Okay, so I was working Graves about 1.5 years ago, and I'm listening to the kids in the room, and there was a couple kids who their whole conversation was based on how many likes they got on their snaps.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so in my mind, so this is how they're creating their own personal success.
Yeah.
Is like how many people liked what they posted.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was just curious if that's,
it's a big thing in that generation, but I don't think Julian falls into that.
I don't think so.
Yeah. I don't care about that social media stuff.
Julian.
Oh, good.
Gen Z question. Are people chasing careers or attention? That's basically Bob's question, buddy.
I think it's partially a mix of both. I do think there is people that are chasing the attention because I see it like people at the gym or anything. Like I see like them chasing the attention and looking for the clicks, and it's almost like it's like an infection. Almost like it's kind of like weird to watch, like how they get like they get aggressive about it with their social media stuff. So it's like. So I think some people are chasing attention, but I also have people in my life that are chasing careers that I know are chasing careers like that don't even have social media. They've deleted all social media and are simply just career focused or focused on school and not even only allowed to watch like TikTok if they're on vacation, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, for you, Art, do you feel like success was actually doing very well? Can someone feel unsuccessful while actually feeling very well?
I think there's definitely a correlation of success and how you feel inside, like your mentality. There's plenty of people who are successful but still want more.
Yeah,
like they're still hungry, and I guess it's a good thing, you know. Like
you're
hungry, baby.
Sometimes it costs them their marriage. You know, sometimes it'll cost them their family. But so I don't know how people want to look at that. But
you got the big car and the big house and everything you always want.
It's not even like
that's how a lot of them see it.
We're gonna get into that part of it.
A portion of it, dude. Like just the power alone is what really drives them, you know. Like, and that's the thing about power. It's like it really is kind of untainable, you know. Like you can only be so powerful, but your mind is wherever you actually live, you know. Like some of those people, they think that they look ugly, so they went and got like mad surgery done, and then now they look like a fucking alien.
Right?
And like that's how they're happy. Like whatever, dude. Like I'm not here to judge.
It's weird. They feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
No, it's just like
they feel like they did the thing.
They got so much Botox. Their lips are like,
you know what? Like what Art's saying is big, because like what I see a lot of is like getting that success early, and getting that million views, because that's basically the goal, is the 1 million view thing. Because once you get to that, but then all of a sudden reality hits, and it's just like, how can I make another video that's going to get there? And if you're not prepared or talented enough or creative enough to come up with that next video, that's got to be hard on that person, you know, to understand, like, oh, why can't I do that? Now all of a sudden I'm getting back to 175 likes or 200 likes, you know. You didn't get that 1 million. So I can understand how that can be very difficult. And I think people don't understand that there's a lot of pressure involved when you do hit that 1 million, because now you're expected.
But also, isn't that why authenticity is so important?
Very.
If you're your authentic self, none of that matters, and you're gonna have the success anyways.
If you can do it, that's the thing. I mean, you can be yourself, but if you're not very creative and you can't come up with that next big thing, you're just going to float around. You know, all of a sudden you just start seeing, you know, eventually those people go away. I've watched it on TikTok where I've seen videos and that are just boom, all of a sudden, you know, everyone, it's weird because it's like a trend thing on TikTok. 1 week it's cooking, the next week it's dancing, the next week it's, you know, whatever. It's just this rapid change constantly on TikTok.
Right?
And, you know, because I would go to like cooking videos, I'd see them, I'd look down, you know, 40 million likes, 60 million likes, 70 million likes, and then 2 weeks down the road, it's gone. He's like doing barely a 1,000 likes on a video. That's a great video, great food, you know, beautifully done, great camera work. But it's, you know, I'm done. I'm done cooking today.
But I so in our generation, you would relate that to like a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, it's a one-hit wonder.
MC Hammer. He's filling out stadiums 1 year. 5 years later, he's playing Stanislaus County Fair.
Yes.
It happens.
He's
1750.
He's too legit to quit, bro.
He is.
He's too legit to
Can't
quit.
touch this.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's hammer time.
Mrs. Art, are we confusing popularity with achievement?
Are we confusing popularity with achievement?
And when you mean society, right?
Society.
Yeah.
Not you, Mrs. Art.
Not you
No, I'm
personally.
thinking more like social media or in real life is what I'm kind of thinking
Well, I
about.
think it's all blended in together now. I mean, right, Julian? I mean, your generation is kind of like
For my generation, it wasn't though.
Yeah.
It was kind of separate. Like social media was one thing and life was another. And now it's blended. So that's something, you know, as a middle-aged person dealing with, it's very different for my children and whatever. But for me, we were coming up in it and it wasn't as important. No one really cared as much. So I mean, I think, that falls under even like cliques in school and like, are you popular or why are you popular? So, I mean, achievement.
Got the Nikes on, man.
If you're trying to achieve something and you have goals in life, it shouldn't matter what anyone sees. You shouldn't care what anyone thinks, and you're just going for it.
Yeah.
So none of that should really matter. And those are the people that are the successful ones, the ones that have a goal and they're going to do whatever they have to achieve that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
Being we're on that topic, success. Would you rather be successful and all your friends in the whole world see you as successful? Or would you rather have, when you open the door, when you go home at night, someone smiling who's happy to see you?
100%. I choose
Look
my
at this
family.
face, Bob.
How could you say no to that, bro?
I know, but no, but
everything I am is because of that man. So
my generation, success was when you open the door at home.
It's a little delayed. Sorry.
There's people happy to see you come home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it seems to me like it's with the younger generation, and I understand you guys are young because I didn't care at the time either. Trust me. In my 20s, early 30s, it was all about what can I do to like be successful. This is what I consider success. I didn't think about what was on the other side of the door when I got home.
Yeah.
Until I hit like 45 and I open the door and I go, shit, there's nobody here.
Well,
what's the point?
Success is a choice. It's a series of choices you make in your life.
How about you? Where'd he go? Fucking cave went to go fucking open the back cave.
Yeah. No, I mean.
How about you, Julian? Do you feel that your generation is confusing popularity with achievement?
100%. I think that a lot of people like confuse that. Like there is people that is their life, like that. I mean, I understand like when it's what they do for a living and stuff. Yeah. But even people that make no money from social media and would never like do anything to post anything or make money from social media still will see it as successful because they worry about how many likes they get or if someone likes their stuff or if people don't like their stuff. Like, I mean, there's been people that I've known that they'll message you and be like, oh, why don't you like my stuff anymore? Which is crazy.
Yeah, that's nice. Do you feel like it's becoming part of life too as well? Whether like you're at a bar, at a store, or you're buying something and they look at what you got in your cart. Do you feel like that it's become even part of everyday life?
Yeah, people will say, "Oh, I saw that on TikTok or something like that." Like anything like it, dude. I think social media is a big part of life, like now and how we interact with people and things like that.
Well, let me ask you a question. How many of your friends, because of your generation, have told you, I want to be an influencer?
None of them.
Good.
Yeah, you got a good circle of friends.
All of the teenagers I have ever met.
Yeah.
Literally.
All my friends are going to school and have jobs and like stuff like that, or they're engineers. They like stuff like that.
You have great friends.
Yeah. Parents still matter, but young people also spend significant time consuming content from creators, celebrities, athletes, entrepreneurs, and peers. The celebrity thing needs to fucking stop.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
Advice now comes from TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, and podcasters. Friends often share and reinforce trends they see online. That's something you just talked about. Is that something that happens? Like if someone sees a Fortune 500 fucking video of some guy talking about how to invest, are you sharing that with your group of friends?
No, but we do, like, we talk about like stuff like that, like what we're investing in and stuff, like whenever we get together, because like sometimes we'll go on like trips and we'll all talk about like what we're doing in life and things like that. So we do like share that like knowledge, but I mean, I don't think we'd be sending each other like articles like that. We're still young, so we still send each other like stupid reels and stuff. But when we talk in person, like we do talk about like, oh, if we're investing in stuff, like my friends have taught me a lot in that regard, and also like I've taught them things, and we're constantly trying to figure out ways to progress in life.
As far as Gen Z, not you, but just as far as the Gen Z in a whole, do you feel like the influence today is more parents or influencers?
I think more influencers, because I also have to think about it. I have to think about kids that are younger than me, because this goes down to kids that are your grandson's age, whereas like they're more influenced by that.
Yes,
I feel like at my age, it's less of influencers influencing people. The people that are influenced by influencers are people that want to be influencers, which are the people that are recording the videos and they're already doing it. So like they have a goal in mind, and that's why they're influenced by those people. But I would say definitely like the younger Gen Zs than me, they get influenced by a lot.
They're like Francis Ford Coppola putting a video together. I watched them at the park one day.
Really?
And I'm just like, dude, you're shooting a fucking maybe 35-second clip, dude. And they're just there's text, there's fucking where to stand, how to look. I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, guys, just shoot the fucking video.
Yeah.
Wow.
They got it down to
all right, real quick there. Would Gen Z? This is bad. I want to see how you go with this. Would Gen Z rather impress their friends or their family?
Wait, no, I thought you said which one? Oh, friends or family? I would say more their friends. It depends. Like I think that. I mean, I think everyone wants to make their family proud, but they also want to make their friends proud. Who wants to hear from your friends that you're disappointed in each other, you know? And I mean, like my friends, we all tell each other when we're messing up. Like if we think like something's not right, like we do tell each other. Like even if you don't listen, we still are gonna tell you like, hey, like you should do better. For me, it is more my friends because I don't have the best relationship with my family, but I would say like it's a mixed bag. It depends on the relationship with your family.
Okay, so I'm going to say something that's probably going to freak you guys out, but it's okay. In my 20s, okay, I thought more about impressing my friends than I did my family because I was so worried about what my friends thought about me when I was in my 20s or early 30s. And everything I did basically then was how my friends looked at me. And then I grew up, hit late 30s, early 40s. I go, God, those guys are putting a dime in my pocket. You know, then it's all about going back to family. But I think we all hit that in our 20s.
Like I think we all do. I think we all go through that. Right, Art. I mean, we all go through. It's more about what our friends think of us than our parents. Because it's so hard. It's so hard to impress our parents.
No, I never really cared. I care about what my mom thinks, and as far as family, like what my wife and my daughters think.
Well, you weren't married at 15.
I wasn't married at 15. Nah, then I really didn't give a fuck. I thought about what I cared about.
Exactly.
But
now,
it's different. I definitely want my mom to be proud. I definitely want my
we were 21
kids to be proud.
21 when we got married.
Exactly. But it's like you
hit 21 too.
Yeah. But you hit that point in life where you realize, I love my friends, but my family's gonna be more important. I think the most important.
They were so hard to please, though. That was the tough part.
I thought.
That's exactly right.
Okay, I thought because I got to spend the last 10 years of my dad's life with him all the time.
Yeah.
Road trips, everything. We were always together. And we had this conversation, It's just like, Dad, I apologize in my 20s and 30s that I really didn't spend a lot of time with you because I valued my friends over you. And I was so wrong. And he goes, everybody does it. Except he got married so young that he didn't get a chance.
Yeah.
But he saw me like not being married, not having responsibilities of kids and stuff. And he goes, you got to find your own way. But eventually you'll find your way back.
Yeah.
But I went through that. My friends were in my 20s and early 30s. My friends were more important than my family.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But you grow out of it.
Yeah. Well, when we were teenagers, 16, 17, 18, we kind of were on our own.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we already had lived an adult life at a very young age. And by the time, responsibility came around, we had already gone through all of that. So, there's no one to impress. We weren't thinking about who's thinking what. We were thinking about survival, and so, but that's without social media telling me what I should be thinking.
Well, you're so early in the millennials. You were the latchkey kid.
Yeah.
You came home and there was you made your food, you made your dinner, you took care of yourself, whether it was peanut butter jelly or something that you were allowed to nuke. Tito's. Thank God for Tito's.
Look, I was latchkey kid without a microwave. All right.
Tito's like the vodka.
Speaking of Tito's vodka.
Thanks for vodka too.
Jesse's turning 60 this week. We're having a party at Jesse's.
Hey, shout out best Jesse.
This is funny. This next question is funny because I don't think it matters. Boomer, millennials, Gen X, or Gen Z. We all have come into this where we feel like, oh, why aren't we in this group? Why aren't we doing this? Why aren't we part of this? But our expectations spreading. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. How much pressure comes from group chats and social circles? Go. I'm going to go with Art. Go, Art.
What up?
How much pressure comes with group chats and social circles?
Not much pressure, really. I mean, I just try to be real with you guys. If I see something,
you don't have that guy like, how come I'm not in that chat?
Fuck no. Hell no, bro. I just like I love you guys and like to share my life with you guys. You guys are awesome. So
I like sending you stuff.
Yeah, shit's hella funny. I'm telling you, bro. Next week it'll be pink next week.
Get ready because we already decided. Me and Ray decided.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah, that me, Ray, you, Bob, and Cook and Cook are going to shoot the yummy video in the parking lot.
If Cook does it, I'll do it.
I'll be behind the camera.
No. Cook's the camera guy. You're dancing.
Let the Gen Z do the camera. Come on,
funny, bro.
But
I don't
Cook dance.
Go ahead, Art.
I don't feel any pressure about being a part of anyone's social circle. Really, like I have my own, and that's who I focus on. So,
Mr. Sharp, how about you? Being the boomer.
Okay, so first, when all this group text chat, smartphones happened, everybody had a group chat going on, and I wasn't included at first. It bothered me.
It does bother me.
Then I don't give a shit anymore.
Now, Bob? We gotta shut it. Put on fucking do not disturb.
I don't give a shit anymore. And look.
Hey, hold on, Bob. If you are a Rams fan and you're in the Rams chat room and you're trying to get some sleep, mute it.
I do.
Bob will text you. And Jesse, did you see that? Did you see that? That was a penalty. That's a foul.
And you're trying to sleep. I get it. But also because of my hours, I'm in like a Dodger chat and some other chats. And some of these fuckers, I'm sorry, they'll want to text like 9 o'clock in the morning when I just got off of a swing shift and I didn't fall asleep till 3. And I got to go to work at 3 again. 9 o'clock in the morning, they're like trying to blow up the phone with like 85 text messages. Mute it. I will get to it when I wake up.
Yeah.
Not that damn important.
Then you got to fucking like this.
Not me, man.
Scroll.
I look at the last comment. I go, okay, could I relate to the last comment? Yeah. If I can't, I'm not adding. I'm just going to go take a shower and go to work.
Yeah. How about you, Mrs. Art? How much pressure comes with from group chats and social circles?
I don't feel no pressure from none of that.
Do you see that in the kids? Because they all got
my
fucking cell phones.
I don't know what Mila would be considered, but my older daughter is definitely Gen Z, and she's very like anti a lot of things. And I'm seeing
why.
I'm seeing that from a lot of
rock or dad.
Yeah, but
fuck the establishment.
But does your daughter...
No, more in like she doesn't like AI, or she doesn't. She thinks it's bad for the environment, or she doesn't like social media because it's not good for your brain, and she doesn't like things like that. So she's kind of like socially conscious, which I enjoy about her. So I don't see that in my kids.
But does she have a problem with not being included in her friends group chat?
I mean, I mean, that's just like a normal
personal
thing, but for me, I have some group chats with friends and, it's helpful. And
do you ever leave some friends out because you don't think that they'll be included and they'll feel comfortable in the group chat?
Or I'll have two and
put her on the spot. Put her right on the spot.
We have a group chat for a certain set of friends.
I mean,
group chat for another set of friends.
But what does that say about the friends? So I don't know.
I'm just saying you just always got to think this is a thought for all you guys. There's always going to be another group chat that you're not in.
Right.
You know what?
Exactly.
Hey,
That's
Julian,
how-
And then
that's
you
how
get
I look
over
at
it. And then you get over it.
Get
And then you
over
don't even
it.
think, yeah, you just get over
and
it.
I am so good with that.
Yeah. How
Yeah.
about you,
I
Julian?
don't
How
have to
about
be
Gen
included.
Zers? How about your friends? Do you feel like this is a thing that comes up at all in conversation about who's in what chat and who's not in what chat, or who's not in the group social circle, and who's going out when you're supposed to go out together? You run into that.
So you know what it is like we have like one main group chat, and then like that sometimes that'll change every once in a while, but it's always the same people. We'll honestly make group chats for like certain like hangouts. So like if we're gonna go watch a movie, we'll make a group chat specifically for that one hangout, and it's just to get all the details down, who's gonna go, who's not going.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's it.
funny, I like
And then we get rid of the group chat after. We never get talking it again.
Hey, Julian, I do got to say one thing. If I ever get a chance to spend a whole Saturday night at Staley's with you and your friends, I'm going.
Oh.
There will be
'Cause
another opportunity, Bobby.
But I got to
Next
be
year
off
on
on
his
the
birthday.
Saturday night. But seriously, though, I had so much fun that night.
Dude, it was fun.
And I
It
was
was a
only
good
there for
night.
an hour. I was
was a
only
good
there for
night.
an hour. Dude, I
It
felt
was a
like
good night.
I felt like a king though, because everywhere I went, Julian's like, dude, Bobby Boogie's in the house.
Bobby Boogie.
Bobby, like, oh my god, Bobby Boogie, oh my
Were
god.
any of them wearing spaghetti straps at the time?
No, because it was wintertime. I think it was winter or whatever, but
I'm
They were all-
January baby, so yeah.
yeah, they were all fully
Yeah,
clothed,
yeah.
but
Yeah.
it was fun.
Julian,
Extra cologne.
are expectations spreading faster because everyone sees the same trend?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because everyone can see it, and like it's quick how fast it spreads. Like you could see it right when it's coming out, and then seconds, like minutes later, everyone else is seeing it. All your friends have seen it. You're getting sent it from your friends, stuff like that. You know, it's like pretty instant.
Yeah. Are you I'm sure you tag something and then you tag people in it, right? I mean, is that something you do?
No, I don't tag people. No, I'll send it to them individually.
Individually.
Yes.
Oh,
Good
okay. All right. I was kind of curious.
Tagging people that puts their business out there, you know?
Yeah. Are parents losing influence or just competing with more voices?
Just competing with more voices. Competing with more voices.
Yeah,
There's just more
definitely.
influence. Like I think people's friends did influence them, like even like with your generation or Bob's generation, where their parents were the ones telling them, right? But it's like now there's a lot more voices because it's constant. Like to hear your friends' voices, you had to hang out with them, you had to see them in person, you had to call them on the phone. Now it's like social media, you could see their posts, their text you instantly. It's the texts go through quick, the calls, FaceTimes, everything, video. They can send videos of what they're doing, so it's just like it's constant.
You know, just to elaborate on that point is, John, when we were his age, we had to be with our friends.
Yeah.
Because if we wanted to see something, we had to be live to see it because there was no video.
Yeah, there's no there.
You know, there was no showing it on social media or texting and stuff. You had to be there physically and stuff to be with your friends, to hang out with your friends, to see what was going on.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that, no offense, Julian, I think your generation is missing that, because now you can share things on social media that nobody else has to be around for.
Yeah.
Hey, look what I saw. And in my generation, there's 20 guys standing around going, dude, look what we saw, you know? And it was a completely different thing because we had to share it.
Sausage fest.
Yeah, and the story.
No, there was girls in the
and
party,
the story.
too. There was girls in the
The
party.
story was like the fish story. It just got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The fish grew. You caught a 3-inch fish.
Yeah.
By the time you tell it 5 years later, that was, it was 18 inches. It weighed 35 pounds, and it was a rainbow trout, and it wasn't a goldfish.
You know, no, seriously though. Thanks for saying
facts.
that. You know how many people I have talked to since this actually happened. One night we were at the Outback. I saw a guy who looked like William Catt, who played the Greatest American Hero, right? I started singing the theme song to the Greatest American Hero. Guy got pissed. I did all 3 verses, the whole bar. I ran into people who weren't even there because I know who was there. Hey, remember that night we were at the Outback and you sang this? I'm like, yeah, it was great, man. It was awesome because, and in the back of my mind, I didn't want to embarrass the guy going, you weren't even fucking there.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't know what happened. You weren't there.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly who was in my circle at the time.
Yeah.
You weren't there.
Yeah.
But I let him continue. I have met like at least 20 people of my friends or friends of friends We're like, yeah, remember that night we were in the Outback and you sang that song in front of the whole bar to that guy? I'm like, you weren't there.
Yeah.
You should start calling him out, Bobby. Hey, you remember that night at the Outback when you sang to that guy, Bobby?
No, I'm not going to call the guy.
I have a lot of friends that used to do that.
Yeah.
That was back in
remember this?
96. Right?
1996.
It could have been 97.
Yeah. The highlight reel problem.
6'7".
Yeah. People usually post wins, not setbacks. Many online creators don't show debt, failure, or years of work. This can make ordinary progress feel inadequate. So I'm going to start with you, Art. Is social media creating unrealistic timelines?
Yes, most definitely. Yeah, everyone wants to see the finished product already, man. And then they want to go back, they want to see the success. And then it's very rare that people want to see you from the bottom, which is great when you do see it. You just catch someone who's just coming up that was just like chef. I think her name was like Olivia something. I remember seeing her just because someone else liked her shit. One of my friends, like a good friend. And then it was like one month I seen her go from something K to 1 million, because I remember she made her like 1 million, and I showed my cousin, and then like 2 months later she was at 4 million.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was like, and it was probably 2 months or like less than like that, like month and a half or like 5 weeks. She was just like blowing up like crazy, and she deserved it. She put in the work. So, but yeah, I think most people want to see it backwards. They want to see the.
You're 100% right. There's a YouTube creator. I don't want to name his name, but I talked to him. He's big, and he does a lot of building stuff. So they're long videos. They're hour-long videos. There's a process, the whole process. And he told me, you would not believe how many people will scroll that line all the way to where he's just about done. Because that's all they want to see.
Yes.
They don't want to see that work that went into making that, whatever it was, a knife or restoring something. They don't want to see that whole process. They want to see the beginning where he talks about where he found it and blah, blah, blah. And then they'll grab that little mouse and they'll move that line all the way just to about where he's done, which is like the last 15 minutes of the video. And then they'll watch that last part.
That's crazy.
And it's gotten there. I mean, TikTok's the reason for it. I'm pissed off that Instagram felt like they had to add the stories. I get it.
People are watching your stories. They're not looking at your posts.
But now they're just pushing stories. They're not pushing pictures anymore.
Right.
Instagram was about the pictures. It was about photographers. It was about people going out there and taking pictures of amazing things, whether you were a traveler, that you were just taking pictures of different restaurants, whether you were a photographer, an animal. It was about pictures, and that's why I gravitated towards Instagram in the beginning. Right. But now it's just like, hey, if you post, I have a professional account, so I keep getting constantly messaged. You need to post more stories. Like, what the fuck? I don't have a story to tell.
Anything, pictures of everything you're doing.
No, I think though you have a lot of stories.
You do.
You just don't think they're relevant.
You got to be able to tell that story, and like that's what people are following. They're looking at your story. They're watching your successes. They're not watching the work. They don't care about
the work.
They only see the success.
But I think
even your friends.
Yeah, but I think though, and you're right. People just want to see success.
Yeah.
But to be honest and help the younger generation like Julian, you gotta post your failures.
Yeah, you do.
Before your success.
There are a few of them that do.
A lot of times. All right. So say some Julian's generation, right? They'll see a guy successfully do something. He's making millions now, but it took the guy 10 years to develop that, right? So what's up, Jason? Once they fail the first 5 or 6 times, how many people give up?
Yeah.
It's like Thomas Edison, right? He discovered the light bulb. And they asked
technically
him,
he did.
No, technically he did. Okay.
Hey, Johnny has an original. What's it called?
I do have a Thomas Edison. I have a Thomas Edison original battery from 1909.
This is one of your guys' friends?
Yeah, exactly. We grew up together.
His Uncle Tommy.
We shared a cave
he's
together.
little Tommy down the street.
We shared a cave together.
But the whole thing is he said, and I don't know the number. He goes, look, I discovered 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. before I discovered how to be a light bulb.
Exactly.
But people need to know your failures so they don't give up trying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's where if you just show success, people think everyone can do it. I think a lot of people give up because they see how easy you can go online to see somebody succeed, but they never see how many times you fail.
How about you, Mrs. Artemis Prime? The social media creating unrealistic timelines.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
I think the younger generations, myself and younger, like are more looking at people we know. And, you know, especially me having grown up with social media as well and watching it evolve. Like I see my friends on it and I see their successes and what's happening in their lives. And, you know, it's hard not to compare yourself. Like, man, I'm 40 and I barely just finished college.
And
Like,
you're looking
it
at
took
everybody's
me 20
stuff.
years and they're already 15 years into their career. And it's so easy to just get sucked into that.
Mm-hmm.
And even as an adult, like a grown woman, I'm still looking, but you know, it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, and it matters who you're following. Like if you're watching stories, what are you watching? Are you watching things that you're constantly wishing for? And
my thing is so messed up because of this fucking show, dude.
Well, yeah, but I mean, but normal people, like, are we watching the
You don't want to look
Fortune
at my
500
timeline.
companies? Are we watching Paris Hilton? Are we watching these people, or are we watching our family and our friends and the people that we know do better than us? You know what I mean? And I think that's more of where that matters and where it's important to be following things that inspire you and make you grateful and make you want to, you know,
especially like for me, like the big thing with Instagram was the hobbies. That was big in the beginning. So if you had a hobby and somebody was out there, they were posting stuff and photos, and you know, back then before the video started coming out, you would get like segments. So you would get like a shot of this and then a shot as the progress of that thing, that whatever they were doing was going through. That was the story. Was with photos. And I love that. I love that part of it. But now it's just like, I gotta have this 30-second clip. And what I did last week is I went online and I typed in, how do I clear out everything on Instagram? I want to clear out my searches. I want to clear out my history. I want to clear everything out. And I found a way to do it. It's pretty simple to do, but you can go in there and just a complete fresh start of Instagram. No more of what you know, because of the show, I do look up some weird shit. So
but you can still do that progression in your stories. Like, for example, I used to like making sourdough bread. So here's my starter. It's
big.
Here's my starter the next day. Here's my dough. Here's it rising. And every story is just kind of like that progression. It's fun to watch.
Mrs. Art hit like on the big one, because right now that is like so
after COVID. COVID was a hobby time. You saw everyone
sourdough bread, this bread, dude, like, and everyone's coming out with these new techniques. Just throw it in the bag. Dude, throw this in there. Put that. How about you, Julian? Is social media created unrealistic timelines for your generation? I mean, how do I know how you look at things, but do you ever tell yourself, like Bob and I are saying, do you ever tell yourself like, hey, I know you got there, but how you got there? How'd you get there? I want to know how you got there, how you failed, what you failed at, because that's more important for you as a Gen Zer. And if he wants to help that person, that other person or his followers, he would share those things so you wouldn't make those same mistakes.
Yeah, I think that's true. And also, like, it would also give more realistic expectations of, like, you gotta, like, some things do take a couple tries, like with anything, you know, but more like with social media. I mean, I don't really follow things like that. I kind of like will look at, like, I do it for my hobby stuff. Like when you're talking about hobbies, that's what I use it for. My algorithm is all just hobbies. Like I'm really big into hiking, so my hiking is mainly what my like thing is on right now.
Yeah.
By the way, if you like hiking, have you met John's cousin Joe?
Joe, I told him already to sign up for the group.
Yeah, hiking group, man. That's the only deal on weekends. It's like, I have a buddy, Dustin Long. He will wear your ass out.
Oh shit, Dustin Long?
Yeah.
Dustin.
Oh, he'll wear me out.
Hey, whatever you do though,
does he know Dylan?
Dylan.
Hey, whatever you do though, if you go hiking with him, don't bring a Bluetooth speaker and play Death Leopard as you're hiking. He doesn't like that.
Oh my god.
I'm playing Hootie and the Blowfish.
Do not use a Bluetooth speaker when you're hiking.
I love Hootie the Blowfish. Look at start with you.
Who's that?
Hey, Hootie's allowed at Yosemite. I'm pretty sure.
I'm kind of curious because you're like me. We're in Instagram. That's our thing. Instagram's our thing, and I love Instagram. I get frustrated. I did have at one point have 20,000 followers. I'm down to 9,000 something, but that's because I left the vaping part of it now, and it's pretty much about this show. So, but do you feel like when you see someone post a picture of an action figure, I'm going to call them action figures.
Yeah, I get you.
Not
dollies.
They are action figures.
Do you look at that and go, why did he get that, and why am I getting this? Do you ever kind of look at look at that picture and try to figure out what maybe you're doing wrong, or how you can do it better, or why he's getting that?
I do it for like for like information. Like, let's say there's an action figure I was looking and getting, and I'll see someone review it, open it up, play with it, stroke it for a little bit. If I'm like, oh, you know what, I don't really like this.
Art is the reason Art is the reason I need the GOM, dude. Dude, hurry up, Facebook, and tell me I can use the GOM, dude.
But I with photography, disgusting.
Julian just clipped that. Julian clipped that. Right. Go ahead.
Well, when it comes for like actual toy photography, a lot of people that I follow, or some people that I follow, they do it outside. And just like, with outside settings, you have to know how to really set up your shit.
Yeah.
So that's really fun to follow them, and what just even the people who do it inside, they talk about the lighting and exposure and what settings they use. And I learned stuff like foreground, background, and that kind of stuff. So it's pretty cool. Like that's what I mean. And they do.
I'm telling you right now, once you post the back of that shirt in the Zigzag Man, you're going to be a legend in the dispensary community.
Okay. I have one guy that I follow. I have one guy that I follow that does things with match with little cars.
Yeah.
And you look at the scene and you swear to God, it's a fucking regular car.
Yeah.
And you're just like, I'm just blown away. As a photographer, I'm just like thinking to myself, that's fucking amazing.
You like Steve on Swing and taking pictures of his car?
No. These are little Matchbox cars. He takes these little cars and puts them in these scenes, and you swear to God, it's a full size car, and it blows me away. It absolutely blows me away.
Yeah, I've seen people do like these size kind of cars. Well, they're like they have like a tow truck pick them up, take them apart, sand them, actually work on them.
Yeah.
That's what Papa used to do.
Yeah, but like they do it like there's like a whole setup, like it looks like a fake garage and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so it looks
crazy. Yeah.
I'm just like, wow, man, like it does take like skill and time and effort, and I like when I see their BTS, like their behind the scenes shit. Like, oh, I like seeing their, like progression. So you guys are right. You guys should always show your progression, your not only your wins but your loses.
Yeah, it's huge. It's huge. There was a channel that I followed, and these people wanted to get off the grid, and it's two young people in their 30s, and they bought, you see the progression. They bought the trailers,
The little vans that people live in.
Yeah, no, these were the overseas trailers. They bought two of those, and they built this home.
That she gets mad at me about that all the time.
And the shipping containers.
And these two are they're amazing. They're amazing.
You don't want to live in a shipping container home?
No, it's so no, it's scary.
Well, they made their own water system, everything, and it's just amazing. But they showed their failures, they showed their mistakes. He's not a carpenter. She's not a carpenter. She's not an electrician. So they're learning as we're going. And I thought it was just very nice to see that, yes, they're making mistakes. Like he made a mistake. He's like, God, I fucked up. I'm going to have to take this apart. I like that. I want to see more of that instead of just the finished product all the time. Hey, shut that off. Do you think, Julian, do people think they're behind when they're actually on track? Do you get a sense of that at all with some of your friends on social media or just in life in general?
I would say with none of my friends because all my friends are doing pretty well. I would say, but I do think that that is like a sense of like some people that have social media and maybe aren't as far as like they'd want to be. Like I would say for the most part, like if someone's moved out, living on their own, and they got their own car and stuff, like that's probably not something they worry about. But the people that are maybe at home and still with their parents and things like that, maybe do feel that way. Yeah. That's because they see like everything on social media. I think it also depends how much time you put into social media. Like if you don't care about it, then it doesn't matter. If you do care about it, then yeah, it does matter a lot more, I think.
Would people take more risks if they saw more realistic stories in your generation?
Risk of what?
Anything
when it comes to like they see something on social media, if they actually saw the risk that went into what they were doing on social media, that it would be more of a realistic story to them and maybe something they wouldn't pursue.
I think that for the most part, a lot of people will use social media to not have to do it. Like how many people will like love to watch like skydiving videos, but will never go skydiving or won't?
Well, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. After I saw that bitch die, I'm not going to be doing it.
That's bungee jumping, bro. We'll make sure that the cord's attached to you. We'll make sure that the rope's attached.
All you have to do is look at how many people died in Lodi at that skydiving place who landed on the freeway.
Not just that. If that motherfucker could forget to put the most important thing on her, dude, what are the chances the guy that's helping you put your parachute on actually packed it right? I'm sorry, I'm not. But you don't get a sense of that, though. Do you feel like do you feel like your generation, if they actually saw the failures that went into whatever they were pursuing on Instagram, do you think they would still be as excited to jump into that? You know, whether it's a share or whether it's buying stocks or mechanic, whatever it may be. Do you feel like if that channel actually showed the more realistic story of, I went to do this and I broke it and now it's going to cost me $200 more? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Do you feel like your generation would help them too? Would it help them to realize that this is real, this is how it really is, and not the finished product that they see on Instagram?
I like seeing the more authentic stuff like that, like, oh, this happened, this was a fail or whatever, because I think it is nice. Like, it's good to know that like not everything's perfect in life.
Yeah. You know what I hate though is they do show them, but it's at the end of the video. It's like a blooper reel.
Yeah.
No, well, let me ask you a question though. As it comes to your career advancement from here on out, do you look at the risk involved to you personally on if you're going to accept a different journey in your path?
But like in the sense of like
right. So as you know, I got a bunch of kids working for me and stuff, and my nephew is back in the truck driving business where he's out of town 4 days a week, but he's making about $1,500 a week. Mm-hmm. Now, and I've talked to people, the kids I work with, I said, have you guys ever considered driving a truck? You're going to be gone for probably 5 or 6 days at a time, but you're going to make a ton of money. It's just like, well, I don't know if I want to be away from home for 5 or 6 days. Well, like, look, you're not married, you don't have kids.
Yeah, that's when you got to do it, man.
Yeah, you're not married, you don't have kids, and you can make a lot of money and I tell them stories. It's not just, if you can get into it at a younger age, you can make a lot of money if you don't have kids and stuff yet, and you're not in a relationship, and you're always going to have a job because the world's always going to need a truck driver.
You can watch Netflix from anywhere.
But also, I tell the story, and the couple, they got divorced. The wife went and drove a truck.
Yeah.
She's doing fairly well. She's making a lot of money driving a truck.
Fuck yeah.
She's never home, but she's making a lot of money driving a truck. Does the risk of not being home and being around your friends prevent you from moving on financially in a different career?
Yeah. Well, I've told everyone. So. Yeah, I've told everyone in that shop or at work that are young, that are able to get a CDL at that age. But I told them, if you can go out on the road for 2 years,
3 years,
and budget 2 years, that's it. Because you can make anywhere from right now 85 to 150,000 a year driving a truck.
Absolutely.
If you can go out on the road for 2 years, budget yourself. You're not going to have to pay for a hotel room. You're not going to have to pay. You're just going to have to pay for your food and some basic needs. But if you can spend $10,000, $15,000 a year on just basic needs, because your company is going to pay for everything else.
Yeah.
You could put that money away. In 2 years, you can come back home, buy a house, and then find a local job.
Yeah.
And be stable.
Yeah. And local jobs start at I know that Harbor starts out at 35.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. Dude,
Yeah,
I can see you two in a truck.
No, Harbor starts out.
I said when I retire.
You're a teacher. Don't quit.
No, when I retire, we're
good-
going on the road.
Hell yeah.
My advice is you're fucking young. Live that shit
do
up,
it.
bro.
Well, actually,
Fuck making money when you're young, dog.
no. I've got friends right now. They're retired, and all they do is they
travel.
They travel. They have a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
Right now, they're up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. In the wintertime, they stay around Columbia because that's where the kids are. But you can go to Arizona in the wintertime, camp on the desert for free.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You just pull up in the desert. You can camp for free, and you just set up. But you got to move every 2 weeks, at least 100 feet.
Yeah.
So you got
Mrs. R.
friends that are homeless, pretty much.
Yeah.
I got homeless friends too, Bob.
They just have a tent. They just have a tent.
But Art, you got a fifth wheel trailer. You can go see the marathon.
They got a tent.
Yeah.
They live right down by Dry Creek.
Yeah.
That ocean.
I live by Dry Creek.
Art's just taking the seats out the van, and then he's gonna put a bed back there.
Hell yeah.
No, but Julie,
This is Art. Hold on.
Yeah, go
Are
ahead.
expectations rising faster than opportunities? What are your thoughts on that?
Our expectations spreading faster. Wait,
Then,
what?
Than opportunities. Because that list is getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
I mean,
It is
that
funny.
fluctuates. You know, the opportunities fluctuate. Depends on what game you're in, really. But expectations, it depends. It depends on whether or not you care about that. Do you care about people's expectations on you? Do you care about society's expectations?
Well, it would be your expectations for that career. Not your generally your friends, but that's what it's asking. Our expectations for your career, whether it's in social media or whether it's being a teacher or a doctor, are those rising faster than the
Absolutely.
opportunities that are there?
100%.
Yeah.
Constantly.
Constant.
And it constantly fluctuates. Expectations in my career are very, very high.
I could do a whole fucking 2-hour show just on teachers.
Yeah,
I could.
It's a lot.
I would love to do 2 hours on that.
Because
It's a
it's
lot.
just I mean, with the introduction of AI, and
You really have to absolutely love
exactly
what you do
for
and
sure.
be passionate
For
to be a
sure.
teacher.
For
100%.
sure. I got to experience a lot of teachers growing up because my dad worked for the Sylvan Union School District. So I was always
Shout out
constantly,
to Sylvan Union.
always around teachers and just in listening to their stories and just thinking to myself, I felt bad the way I treated those nuns at St. Thomas Aquinas in South Philadelphia. I feel bad. But listening to their story,
different though.
it was a different time. So we were talking the 70s. So
nuns, that's crazy.
you knew your place. You didn't fuck up because you knew they basically had full range. So there was already a slip that said, "Yeah, beat the shit out of my son."
I have experience with that myself.
Yeah. So, how about you, Art? What do you think of expectations rising faster than opportunities that are out there?
I think opportunities are always out there. You just gotta keep on looking.
Thank you.
Yeah, you could if you have that attitude of never settling, then don't settle for whatever, bro. Whatever you feel like your worth is, go find it.
Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, I started thinking of this question. No, I had this one. Watch. Words of wisdom from Aristotle.
This fucking.
You just need the Jay and Silent
We
Bob
want
sound
so crazy. We want words with.
I was going to use Circate, but I was kind of worried about maybe I feel like, and I may be way off. I'm not pretending like I'm Elon Musk here, but I'm looking at Gen Z and seeing the trends that they're following, and you can't help it. We all did it. Every generation.
Absolutely.
Grabbed something from that prior generation and brought it in with them, and seeing Gen Z now, like, God forbid if you're trying to buy a fucking CD right now, dude. I mean, I'm like, they're triple the price they were when I was a kid. I was like, are you kidding me? It's scratched all up. It looks like shit. You don't even have the cover on it anymore. And you want $30.
Landline is ringing.
You want $30 for it. But I see the same thing happening with Alpha, because I see Alpha is going to be that first generation that's going to be really embedded with AI. AI is going to take a lot of these jobs that we were doing before, whether it was customer service or a registered person, all these jobs that are going to fucking disappear. Hold on, Bob, just take a breath.
I had 3 jobs disappear because of technology.
But I see that generation saying, I want that old nostalgia thing. And gravitating and pushing companies to go backwards. Even though AI is this great new thing, everything is just amazing, but yet they're going to want that I feel like that generation is going to get, as they get older, are going to be like, I want to be able to talk to the guy at the cash register. I don't want to sit at a computer. I don't want to scan my own shit. I don't want to fucking talk to an AI computer when I'm fucking buying insurance for my fucking house and my car. So I'm hoping that that generation Alpha that comes up is going to be the same way as Gen Z, where records are fucking popular again. Yeah. Fucking CDs are back. You know, they God forbid. You know what the biggest thing is back that blows me away? The old fucking turntable, the giant fucking box. Yeah. They want that shit in their house.
You mean like the 5-foot tower with the CD player and the cassette player?
It had the 2 boom speakers and it split open, and it had fucking alcohol in the middle. Yeah, it had the 8-track in there.
My children's bedroom looks like mine in the 90s. Yeah, like literally.
So I'm hoping that happens with Gen Z and the push, because I think they. I hope to God that they get tired of that stuff, everything being served to them, because I think that's not a life to live.
You know, I just want to say one thing about AI, okay? And this is my personal experience.
It won't let me do midgets.
No, here's the whole deal about AI. Fuck AI as customer service, because you can't get through to a goddamn person you need to talk to. Yeah. Me and the mortgage company have been fighting. Right, because I can't get through a representative to like go over some stuff. I got to go through a half hour of a who would you like to talk to?
What is your concern?
After 30 minutes, representative. Well, first you need to tell us what you're worried about. Would you just let me speak to a goddamn person?
Yeah.
So anyway, but I just want to say one thing real quick, and I did this for Simon on Thursday, because he's a huge Ella Langley fan. So we were doing like AI, we were doing AI promos for like iGuard, right?
Oh, you can't be careful with that.
I'm not going to show anybody. All right. So Ella Langley is his granddaughter's favorite like singer, right? Yeah. So I did an AI with Simon and Ella Langley.
Oh God. That can. Did I ask you number 5, Julian? Did I ask you about expectation rising faster than opportunities?
Yes.
I did.
Yeah.
All right. The cost we're going to do anxiety, burnout, fear of missing out. I want to know if you feel any of these things, Julian, for Gen Z. Anxiety, burnout, fear of missing out, pressure to monetize hobbies, fear to choosing the wrong career. I think the last one applies to you.
The fear of choosing the wrong career, 100%.
Yes,
I wouldn't want to choose the wrong thing and then be stuck in something that I don't like.
Yeah, and I'm going to go to Mrs. Art.
Yeah,
because she's I bring up because all right. Oh man, I'm going to get in so much.
Yeah, no.
Me and Bob's generation are getting in a lot of shit with this question.
Okay.
But me and Bob didn't grow up with peanut allergies, anxiety, anxiety.
No. I actually read an article on that, and it has to do more with the way that food is produced. And
you can blame the food, whatever you want to blame the food.
Yeah,
you can blame the food.
Changing evolution.
But this anxiety thing, and I seen kids just absolutely freak out. I coached soccer for a lot of years, and now these are Art's age, so they were millennial kids, and they weren't so much that, but they did rely on mom a lot. Those kids, like I had one mom come out to the soccer field, pick up a fucking kid and carry him off the field. I'm like, you can't do that. The ball's still in play. You can't. My son's hurt. I'm gonna go pick him. And you can't do that. But seeing these kids absolutely freak out on just small things. Now, I'm going to bring up a video. I don't know if I'm going to get in trouble for this. I'm not judging. I'm not saying this is, whatever. Okay. I wrote what I wrote on the post, but this guy freaks out, completely freaks out because number one, the police show up. He's on campus at a college and he freaks out because the cop called him he.
Okay. So...
And he just starts yelling at him and he's throwing fists and he's just completely, the whole situation could have been dealt with so much easier if he would have just obeyed the rules and the regulations, walked off the campus and got out of there. That was all that needed to be done. So I want to ask you that question. Do you feel like social media has, you said the food, but do you feel like social media has brought some of these kids in, growing up with the tablets, growing up with the short stories? I've seen some of the videos my grandkids watch, and they act like they're having anxiety and blah blah blah. Yeah, see, you're laughing because you know where I'm going with it.
So my generation is one where I had being depressed was kind of cool, and like the goth thing, like that was me. Yeah, it was great. And yes, I think social media has impacted that in kids. I think there's a big emphasis on identity and labeling yourself and making sure that people stick to that label of you. And my generation was more, we don't give a fuck about labels. Yeah. We want to be who we are and we don't care what anyone calls us. Right. And so I have a hard time kind of understanding my children and their friends and stuff for that. And I do my best to be accepting and loving and non-judging and whatever. But really, punk rock state of mind, man. You don't care what anyone says and you are who you are unapologetically. And I think the context of that situation with the guy at the college campus, there might needed to have been more communication. If that's
the cop tried. I watched the video.
Yeah, if there's things that, it's going to take a while for society to catch up and for the next generation to become like the elders, and like things will evolve. And I think it's just important to be mindful of that. And, I do think that technology and social media and friends and things like that have a big impact on how kids behave and the things that they think. Right here. Yeah.
I'll put her on the spot. What? How many kids do you actually think, percentage-wise, from 1 to 100, actually have a peanut allergy?
Okay, so my daughter actually, I have severe allergies.
You do.
My daughter has severe allergies. She carries an EpiPen.
Okay.
I have seen that. Yeah. As a teacher for almost 20 years. I've seen children. I have more and more children every year that have severe allergies, to the point where if they touch a peanut, their whole entire hand will start to swell, and I have to
That's crazy.
It is crazy. So what has changed? I don't know.
We didn't have that as a kid.
We didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Not even that generation. Not even
literally, you guys. It's literally processed.
Dude, none of my friends
seed oils and processed food.
Millennials are basically Gen X.
We
raised millennials.
We ate peanut butter sandwich. Everybody ate peanut butter sandwiches. Nobody had a problem.
My daughter has a peanut allergy and eats a spoonful of peanut butter every day. I don't know.
So
she's yummy.
So getting back to getting back to the point that you guys were making about somebody got misgendered, right?
Yeah.
We had an incident at a park Interlock this weekend.
Hey, no work stuff.
No. Hey, it wasn't work involved.
All right.
Anyway, somebody at said park. There was a function going on where there was a bunch of evangelical people there.
My old button for Bob.
There was a bunch of evangelical people there having a function, right? There's a lot of church-going people there. And somebody on the site, not involved with the evangelicals, got misgendered.
Yeah.
And
gotta be careful with that.
Just the blowback that we heard from that event, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. It's insane.
Well, yeah, because it is because, I mean, it's crazy that you insist other people call you by what you want, but then again, other people have the right to call you by what they see.
Yeah.
I mean, and not to be offensive, no one's going to go if you're like me. If I'm overweight, no one's, I don't expect people to go, dude, you're a whale. Okay, I'm big. Okay,
just politely correct
just be polite.
Yeah,
Okay,
just
I'm
be
big.
polite.
I'm big boned. Okay, I'm big boned.
Hey man, I was born this way.
I wasn't born this way because I used to fit in that shirt.
Yeah.
but all I'm saying is, I think the younger generations just need to fucking relax.
Yeah.
If you got an Adam's apple, I'm going to call you sir. Get over it.
All right, let me get through these. Mr. Julian, is ordinary a stable life becoming underrated?
To me, no. But I think to some, like the younger kids, yes, like it is starting to become like boring. Like they want social media, they want to be seen, they want like the fame or whatever, like the clicks, the likes. It's like a disease to them.
Thank you.
Is you two with the kids? Your kids aren't like that, right? I mean, they don't have to have 3 million hits. They don't have to have 100 likes. They don't have.
No, I was very good about keeping them preoccupied, so they didn't really have time or really care about that enough.
Yeah,
which is great.
Well, it's good because I can kind of like I posted this, and who likes it likes it. Who doesn't like it, I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
Because I felt like it.
Yeah.
Julian, are young adults afraid of being average in your generation?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think that there is some, obviously, but I personally don't.
No, doesn't bother you.
But also, I don't think that I'll be average. That's not how I feel about myself. That's not how I feel about myself. Like I have more confidence in myself than that. I don't
Julian,
think that
you are a unique butterfly. You are not.
But
yeah.
So let me ask you a question. Would you rather be seen and heard or fly under the radar and achieve?
Fly under the radar and achieve, obviously. That's what I'd rather. I'd rather just no one know.
I know, but there's a lot of people out there who need to be seen and heard.
Let me go through the rapid fire questions. Mr. Art, would you rather, all of you, would you rather make $80,000 anonymously or 40,000 with 1 million followers?
The 80 anonymously.
Yeah.
Give me the 80 grand.
80.
Yeah, the 80.
Same here. Would you rather own a house or have 100 or have 10 million followers, Art?
Give me the house, dude. Fuck those followers.
I need a place to sleep.
Hold on. Are those followers like they're gonna think I'm the next Christ?
10 million.
If that's the case,
are they all giving me $1?
Fuck the house.
I'm gonna slowly do the math in my head.
Yeah,
but 10 million followers, Instagram, you're probably making anywhere from 4,000 to 5,000 every photo.
All right, then the 10 million followers.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It changes quick, doesn't it?
Hey, bro.
What about with the 1 million followers? Do you think I'm still making more? Like, I feel like you could make more than 40,000 because then my answer changes.
Yeah, you're right in that ballpark. What you're going to charge per photo at 1 million followers, but then you're going to be critiqued. So you're going to be watched by those sponsors. And you can't hide your stats. So you got to leave your stats unlocked for them to see. So they want to see how many people actually saw the photo, how many people liked the photo, how many people commented on the photo. So you got to leave that all open. So you can't hide that. You can't block your likes. You can't do a lot of that stuff. So is being famous worth giving up privacy, Art? No. Millennial. I'm going to name your guys' things.
My privacy is important to me.
Boomer.
Privacy.
Millennial.
Privacy. I remember when they started did the Patriot Act and they were like, oh, we're going to put cameras everywhere. And I was like, oh, that's not such a big deal. And now I'm like, there's cameras everywhere. You can get away with anything when I was young. I missed that.
How about you, Gen Zer?
I don't think it's worth giving up privacy.
Yeah, I don't. I'm the same thing.
Unless I'm going to make a fuck ton of money. It has to be a fuck ton of money.
Ton of money. Hey.
Millennial. Is happiness more important than status?
Definitely. Happiness is more important than status.
Boomer.
Old man lives by himself, no kids, no family.
Bob's like linebacker for the Rams, 1978, 100 sacks.
Happiness.
Mrs. Art, millennial.
The goal in life is to be happy, isn't
To
it?
be happy. To be happy.
Yeah.
Gen Zer. Happiness
happy.
more important than status. Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
happiness.
Mr. Art, the millennial. And same for me. Happiness is more important to me than status. Would you quit your job or would you quit a job you love for twice the money? Oh, that's tough.
We've had a few conversations about
this my ex-wife too.
Job I love for twice the money?
Yeah.
So you would go, but what if you
Joe's
don't
not
like
listening.
your new job?
Joe's not listening.
Nah, I've always, the funny part about this too is I've always been that guy, man. Like working for locals. I did give up a lot. I gave up a lot of some opportunities to stay local. If I really, really love my job and the job,
you love your job.
I'm surviving off of it, and I'm good. I'm good with just surviving.
All right. Boomer.
At this point in my life,
give me that money.
I've got 7 years left. 6 years.
Oh
left.
my god!
You jumping?
Give me I'll jump. Give me twice the money.
Yeah.
6,
Millennial
7,
Mrs. Art. Yeah, Mrs. Art. How about you? You quit the job you love for twice the money.
No.
I
want to do what I love.
Yeah, teaching is amazing.
Yeah, when I worked at MTC, I did have a couple opportunities to leave for more money. I just fucking love the company.
Yeah,
camaraderie,
you like the
and
people that you're with and the atmosphere.
We hung out every Friday night.
Yeah.
We were like a tight knit family.
Yeah. That makes a difference. It makes a difference. I got into that situation a couple times when I was driving truck.
Yeah,
and
it was that family.
Yeah, and it, a lot of times for me, when you have kids, it's not just about how much more money you're going to make. It's like, what are the benefits like?
Right, the benefits.
So what is the insurance like? Is it going to cost me more for insurance? Is it going to deductible higher? So you got to take all that into consideration. Am I driving farther? Am I going to, so how much more time am I going to spend away from the kids?
Yeah.
So, millennial, Mr. Art.
Oh no, Julian, did you say more money?
Yeah, what'd you say, Julian?
No, sorry, I forgot if you did or not.
Julian, what's happening?
No, it had to be what I love. If I was doing something I love, I'd rather make, like just enough than to like make tons and be unhappy every day.
Mm-hmm. Millennial, Gen Zer. Does everyone need a side hustle?
I would say they're helpful in today's day and age because like just having extra income, like even if it's a couple $100s every week or 2 weeks or blah blah blah,
it's groceries.
It's good. Yeah, it helps pay the bills, does something for the household. Like they're important, honestly, even especially in this day and age.
Millennial Mrs. Artemis Prime, side hustle. Does everyone need a side hustle?
I don't think everyone needs one.
No.
I don't.
Okay.
I could probably use the money from one.
Yeah, I could use the
money.
money.
I'm going to throw a curveball.
But I'm not going to do that.
So if you had your summer, I know how I was married to a teacher.
Yeah.
So I know how important the summers are.
Yeah.
But if you had an opportunity to teach summer school or an opportunity to do some tutoring. No.
Not with my own children.
Yeah.
That summer's for my own children. When they're grown, absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah. As you get older, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Bob.
Right now, I could use a side hustle. Yeah. I need more money.
If you need a bouncer at a strip club, Bob's your man.
If you've got a small bar where I don't have to make fancy cocktails, but I can do the basics.
Hey man, your iPhone, dude, pull it up. They got that app. You can.
I'm your man. Or you need somebody to run a karaoke night, man. I'm your man.
Oh, Art.
Definitely.
Side hustle, baby. I know you guys, millennials, are all about the side hustle.
Yeah, dude. Check out my page, Prime Feed. Prime Feed at fatfeet.com.
Yeah, fatfeet.com.
Subscribe, bro. If you type Afternoon Delight Pod, you get 3% off.
Yeah, 3% off.
Look,
And a signed photo.
the only thing I want to say is if I had a side hustle doing the karaoke thing and I was getting ready to sing a song and Art was there, be in the fucking building. Don't be in the parking
Damn,
lot.
Art.
with Bertha.
I'm gonna
Julian.
Don't be in the parking lot. with Bertha.
I'm
My
gonna
All
bad.
right, Gen Z,
You're all right.
Gen Z,
Don't
this is a big question for you, Gen Z. Is college still the best path for success?
Mm,
Mm.
I think yes and no.
Depends.
You can go to college and be successful. You can not go to college and be successful. I don't think college is the simple determinant of success.
Okay.
I have friends that went to a trade school and they make more money than my friends that went to college.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Schools, yeah. There's
Yes.
some, yeah.
I have friends that don't do nothing but like they found a way to find money online and make money through stocks and stuff. They
Yeah.
sit at home all day,
Yes.
make
Yeah, I
fuck
mean-
tons of money.
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a nephew that he had no intentions of going to college, but he loved cars, so he went to a trade school for
Yeah,
cars.
mechanics.
Got
That's still college.
yeah,
You're still
Porsche
going to
came.
school.
Yeah, Porsche
Yeah.
came, got him,
Yeah.
sent him to Germany. He learned how to work on Porsches, and now he's a
He's making a
Porsche
fortune.
mechanic.
Yeah.
he's a,
Horse mechanic, making
Yeah.
a fortune.
how about you, Mrs. Art? This is a tough one for you, babe.
What?
It's a tough one.
Is
Is
college
college still
important?
the path, the best path to success?
It really depends on what your goal is.
You're right.
If you're
You're
starting
sub-
with setting a goal and your passion and what you like, I always told my kids, find something you enjoy doing that you're good at. Like you have to be good at it.
Yeah.
If you're good at it, then you can learn more about it and enhance that. And I think they do that, and they're gonna. And college is not an option for them. They have to do that to do what they want to do. But if my daughter had a passion for cars and wanted to like work on cars for a living, go to a trade school, whatever it is you want to do.
Yeah.
Question for you, John.
Go ahead.
So, did you really like?
Yeah, I
driving
like blondes. Yeah.
Did you like driving a truck?
I love driving a truck. I
Yeah.
did. The only part I didn't like was not being home.
Well,
And back then, like
Yeah.
we had to drive 15
Yeah.
extra miles just to find a fucking payphone.
the part that I hated about driving a truck, the freeway is awesome because that's the easiest fucking job in the world.
Yeah, it's just.
It's when you get into San Francisco and have to deliver.
Oh, I did. I delivered to the RTOs in
Right.
San Francisco.
Yes.
Every RTO in San Francisco. I was literally parked in the middle of the street with
Yeah.
a dolly, running across the road on Van Ness Boulevard
Yeah.
with a couch, praying to God nobody was gonna fucking hit me. I just
Dude, I'm in Groveland at one of my accounts, and Groveland's got a little 2-lane highway going through the middle of town. I had to park across the street. It's raining. I got open boxes with cigarettes and candy and stuff. I'm running through the lot to get in this guy's store. I'm like, why can't I park in front of the store? He goes, because that's where the customers park.
That's where the customer. I ran
You
into that all the time. The
asshole.
yellow zone. The yellow zone.
You asshole. But I actually love driving.
Yeah.
Driving was so much fun.
Where were we? Oh, hustle is becoming an influencer. Oh wait, Art. Did I ask you?
What?
Oh, college. Is college still the
Um,
successful path?
I think any kind of education is important because even like to think what we do, we had to take a little class, get all our paperwork for like taken care of.
Mhm.
So just and that's like really bare minimum. So if you really want something that you're gonna stack paper in, then get educated on that and do the best you can.
baby.
Yeah,
Well, you know what though? I mean, it's what's your degree going to be in college?
yeah.
If you're communications, go to trade school.
Well, and you know what? Even if you're not in it for the money, you just want the knowledge.
Yeah, the knowledge and the
Or,
passion
like,
for that.
yeah, man. There's plenty of people who aren't going to make money, bro, but they're
Yeah.
awesome photographers,
Yes.
awesome mechanics. Like even though you're just working for like some other place, you're not making
like
Porsche money.
college teaches you more than just whatever it is you're going to do
Yeah.
in life. It
Right.
teaches
Oh, sure,
you life
absolutely.
skills. It teaches you how to have relationships,
The
and
social
public
skills.
speaking, and all these things that I was really not able to do until I started going to college. It taught me to be a better human.
Yeah. But also,
Yeah.
I think though, if college isn't your answer, military is awesome.
Military's awesome too.
There you go.
And then they'll pay
Yeah,
for your
I think
college.
Yes.
like
But-
college too is like that. It's that first stage in your life where you get to think on your own and
Yeah.
actually, listen to other people outside of your inner circle, professors, other students, and especially if you're doing something that you're passionate, whether it's history or mechanics or mathematics, whatever. Just being around people that have the same passion as you
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
it's just it's inspiring. So,
my second college.
You're not going to get that going straight to a job.
Yeah, my second college professor in history. I took American history, then I took another history class. Him and I batted heads all the time because he had a different political view of how history happened than what I had of how history happened. Mm-hmm. And we debated all the time. But I still love that son of a bitch. Dr. Nash, rest in peace.
All right, let me go straight down here. And this is we're at the end of the show, but I'm going to do the breakdown here real quick. And let me find it.
He had a drink up for him.
All right, here we go. We're going to start with the baby boomers, 1964 to 1989. Oh, is that right?
Baby boomers were 65.
Yeah, 65. That's all messed up.
65 after was Gen X.
My thing is all messed up. Yeah. Okay. Now again, I wanted to get it between a certain age because yes, it fluctuates different time periods during the boomers and Gen X and millennials. So these stats are basically between the ages of 18 and 25. So keep that in mind. Mm-hmm. Baby boomers, medium home prices, $25,000 to $8,000 a year. I mean, a house. I'm sorry.
Not when I was 18.
Yeah. Average monthly rent between $100 and $300.
No, I paid $400.
Public college annual tuition $400 to $1,000.
Yes.
Gas, a gallon of gas was 35 cents to $1.25. You fucking bastard.
No. Actually, when I was going up until I was 25, gas at the most was like 69 cents.
Yeah,
but I was only making $2.35 an hour.
Exactly. Federal minimum, bro. Yeah,
$2.
I go play that easy.
Yeah,
$2.35 an hour.
Minimum wage. Federal minimum wage was $1.25.
How much to fill up a tank?
Oh fuck,
$10.
$10. Yeah.
$2.35 an hour.
You just remember what Bob's saying because the federal minimum wage back then was $1.25 to $3.35.
Dude, they're killing me out here, bro. They're killing me. They're fucking me raw.
All right. Yeah. Now this is where you see the jump. Now from the boomer generation to the Gen X is where you start seeing the jump. So you now your homes are between 80,000 and 220,000. Rent was between $300 and $700. As a matter of fact, I rented the house next door to this one for $600 a month back then. So hold on here. Annual tuition went up. It was $1,200 to $5,500 a year. Gas went up a little bit, $1.10 to $2.30, and minimum wage was $3.35 to $5.15 an hour.
Okay, so gas went up over $1 in 1999.
Yeah,
because it was 99 cents a gallon forever until 1999.
Yeah. Millennials, you guys right there, you two peoples, $160,000 to $350,000 for a home. Now remember, this is between when you're 18 and 26.
Yeah,
so, $700 to $1,000 a month.
I think we paid like $8.
Yeah. Public college annual college fund for you people was between $4,000 to $10,700.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, gas for you guys was $1.40 to $3.80.
Yep.
And minimum wage was $5.15 to $7.25.
More like $5 something.
Yeah. You're kind of like, hey, I mean, I can't stay in business, fuckers. Gen Z, oh, you poor bastards.
I know.
The homes went from $250,000 to $420,000. Yep. Rent was $1,200 to $1,800, which is now way over that. Tuition was $10,000 to $12,500.
Way over that.
Yeah, way over that now. Gas between $2 and $5 a gallon. And
not $2. It's closer to that. Like I pay like $6 a gallon. I pay like $6 a gallon.
Yeah, and the minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. Unless you work at fast food, then you get $20 an hour.
Well, $7.25 is the federal, but the state always adds on. Yeah. So no one's actually making $7.25.
So boomers get a star when it comes to home prices. They get a star for rent. They get a star for college tuition. Let me finish, Bob. We're almost done, Bob. Just let me finish. Student debt was low. Home affordability the easiest, and power buying was the highest. for your generation.
We pay 10% interest on a home, not 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Oh, that does make a big difference.
Makes a huge difference.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. Gen X gets they get a positive, an arrow up for home prices. They were still somewhat kind of affordable. Rent was still going up. College tuition, of course, went up. Student debt was moderate. Home affordability was still good. And buying power was strong. We did Gen X spent money. That's all. Even if we didn't have it, we spent money. Millennials, same thing when it came to home prices. 2 ups, arrows. Rent went up again twice. College tuition is insane. Student debt is high. Home affordability is difficult. And shit.
Well, we were in a generation where we watched a lot of people lose their homes.
Yeah, you guys are at that age where you started seeing your friends' parents that all of a sudden they weren't at home anymore. They were looking for apartments. That crash, and it was a 2009 or
2007.
Yeah, it was just horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Gen Z, we feel sorry for you guys. I know. Home prices are skyrocketing. Rent is skyrocketing. College tuition is the highest it's ever been. Student debt is very high. Home affordability almost difficult. And how you can forget about buying power.
I mean, that matters for us millennials as well.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're in that. You're in that bubble, especially if. You like in yours, like you guys, you waited a long time to get your degree, and you finally got your job. Now you're almost in your 40s or in your 40s.
Well, I finally got my job, and I don't really see much of a difference financially, and I'm making more than I ever have, and that's very frustrating.
It's still frustrating, especially if you're trying to live here in Modesto.
Yeah,
it's one of the biggest changes. One of the biggest changes isn't just the prices rose. It's that housing prices have grown much faster than the income for young adults like Julian. In the mid 1970s, a typical home cost roughly 2.5 a young household annual income. It was 2.5% of a young household income. By 2024, that ratio had increased about 3.5%, making home ownership actually almost difficult for a younger generation. I really don't. I just like one of the I don't know, maybe Bob was this way. I was this way, but like I wanted to grow up here because I grew up here. I wanted to buy a house here. I wanted to be part of Modesto. I didn't see myself moving to Turlock. I didn't see myself leaving California or going anywhere else. Did you feel that way? Did you feel like when you were younger, I want to grow up in LA, or are you like, I gotta get the fuck out of LA?
Well, John, I like Turlock.
That's for the Turlock Sevens.
Yeah, he's got a lot of floors in Turlock.
I didn't want to live in Turlock. I didn't want to live in LA. I moved out here.
Yeah,
I like it out here. I think it's cool. I kind of want to move out because it's just the cost of living. I know people don't want to believe it, but the climate change.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean that in all sense, like weather and people, the community, the culture, it's shifted. I came out here because I like the small town vibe. It's not a small town anymore, so I want to go more north where it's colder.
Small town.
Like I know Bob, he wants to get back.
I do.
He wants to get back
Missouri.
I'm gonna retire in Missouri. I am.
And then you, North Carolina.
But did you, as a kid, like this is where I want to be? If you would have stayed there, you would have been happy.
I after I left JC, I should have went to college for a geology degree, but I didn't. I was stubborn. Okay.
Geology.
And I could have went back to Missouri and did that. But once I got at MTC, 34 years, the longer I was there, the more I loved it, the more I couldn't leave.
Yeah.
But as far as, so millennials and everything else, all right, I have 12 nieces and nephews between the ages of 46 and 28, except for my nephew who lives with me. They all own their own homes, and they're across the nation. Okay. Some of them got degrees. Some of them went to trade school. They all own their own homes and are raising families, except for my nephew who lives with me. So it can be done.
Yeah.
Of course it can.
It can be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the hell was that?
What I'm saying is,
what? I don't know.
Like I said,
So
12.
Can I say something with this? I have to go because I do get to bed by bed.
Yeah.
You want to answer? So you're happy if you stay the rest of your life in Turlock, you'd be happy.
I do like Turlock, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Locals only. Locals only. Locals
But
only.
do me a favor. Have you been to Yosemite?
Yes, I've been to Yosemite.
Thank you. No, you don't know how many young people I've talked to who've never been to Yosemite.
Yeah.
I've been plenty of times. I plan on going plenty other times.
No. Next year we're all going to take Art's van and we're going.
The fuck?
Yes.
All right. Well, good night, you guys. Good night, you guys.
All right, Julian. How about you, Mrs. Artemis Prime? Is this where you grew up? Modesto, where you grew up or no?
Yeah, I grew up in Stockton,
Okay.
and then I moved here.
Yeah, I
'cause
get
my
out.
mom
Stockton.
grew up
I get
here.
out Stockton.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there was I grew up.
Unless you live on the other side of 5.
I'm from the ghetto. It's great.
Oh, where'd you grow up in Stockton?
I grew up right near Swain and Pershing. It was really bad then. I drove by it recently and I was like, what is this place? It's beautiful now.
It's
My
beautiful.
buddy
That's
used
what
to have an
happens.
apartment on Swain.
It was crazy.
That's what happens.
Yeah, there was,
I did the same thing
drive-by
in South
shootings.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I did the same thing in South Philly. When I walked through that same streets that I grew up in, I was like, what the fuck?
Why wasn't it
Now
like this
they're
when
all
I grew
beautiful
up here?
homes. Everybody fixed them up.
Yeah.
Their windows, beautiful doors.
My grandparents built 2 homes in Stockton off of Fremont.
Okay.
And my dad would take us during World War II. And my dad would take me up there and show me both homes. And now one of them I can't recognize because they've increased it so much. But just to go up there and look at it, and it's just like, damn, Grandpa did this. I thought he was lazy.
It's great, but I also kind of grew up here because my grandparents lived in Crow's Landing, and we would come here often as a child. And when I moved here, I was kind of upset because I was, that age.
Yeah.
But then I met him. He loved it here. He thought it was the greatest thing ever. And I was like, I need to get out of this.
That's what she thinks. I want that yummy.
I was happy because it wasn't LA.
Yeah.
See, I wanted to move to like a city. I wanted to go to New York and I wanted to do these things, but I stayed here.
Every generation faces pressure to succeed. What difference today is that many young people aren't just comparing themselves to neighbors or classmates. They are now comparing themselves to millions of people online every day. That doesn't mean parents no longer matter. It means that one influencer among many, they're one influencers among many. Success may ultimately depend less on meeting someone else's expectations, rather from family, friends, or social media, and more on defining what a fulfillment life means to yourself. That's the whole thing. I mean, if you're happy, you're happy. That's it. I mean, sure, everybody wants to be a fucking millionaire. Everybody wants to be, but you have to have some sense of like, I hate saying it, but if this is the best you're at, then and you are happy, then what does it matter? What does it matter? You can still enjoy the guy that's flying the private jet. You can still enjoy the guy that has the Ferrari. You can still enjoy all those things. I want to tell a quick story because I'm not going to name the company, but I did a lot of photos for this company. And this guy's a millionaire, multi-millionaire, owned a vape company. And he would ask me, because he would say, there was at that time, a lot of vape e-liquid companies were coming up and these guys were getting, the money was just flowing in. So you had a lot of new young guys in their 20s, early mid 20s that were making a lot of money. And he didn't understand. And this is what I loved about this guy. He's like, dude, John, should I post a picture of my Ferrari? He felt embarrassed to post that picture of that car, but he knows they're all doing it. He's like, oh, they're posting their cars and their homes and all this stuff. And I was like, do what you want to do. If you feel like, hey, be proud of what you accomplished. And this is something, Instagram is all about the wording too. So, hey, this is, make it an I can't get that word out.
Yeah.
But make it the story about how hard you worked to get to this, what your goal was and how you got that car. Don't just, hey, look at my Ferrari, but at least, share a story, why you worked so hard. This was your car. Hey, talk about how that was the poster on your wall, and I'm going to get that car someday and be proud of that. But yeah, it was just really weird to hear that, like him asking me. I'm a nobody. I'm just a photographer for him, dude. And he's just like asking me, should I do this? And I'm like, yes. Yeah. And he did. He added, the whole story about, and what he did is he showed the the first box that went out from his company.
Nice.
And it's in his living room. There's no furniture in this apartment. There's just this one box that's sitting up on the wall, the first order. And he shows that first order, and he shows that whole story from going from that one box to that Ferrari. And that's a great story. And that's an inspirational story. You know, that's not, hey, look at me, I got a Ferrari. Kiss my ass, you know, whatever. So yeah, just do what makes you happy. I love the millennials idea. And again, Gen X raised millennials. And that's why I think millennials are the way they are. You still have that same attitude. Fuck you. Fuck you. You don't like me, fuck you. I don't give a shit. You know, I'm gonna do me and you do you, and just leave me the hell alone. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, you Mrs. Art can't do it, but you can look into the camera.
Oh, hey.
Great topic. We love doing these. It was fun doing this. Everybody, you do your thing. Have fun. Do whatever. Take pictures. You know, have fun. Share a story.
Yeah,
whatever.
take pictures, man.
Take
pictures. Always take pictures.
Have fun.
Always.
And don't base your success on anybody else. If you're happy with 250 likes, be happy with that 250 likes. And if you're not, then try to figure out what the other guy's doing and try to match it, or try to achieve that. Try to get the 3, and don't go, because I have ran into people like, I'm only getting 300. How come you're getting 1,000? It's like, well, fuck, dude, think about it. You know, work on that. Figure out what that guy's doing and do better. And then don't set your goal from 3. Don't say, I'm going to go from 300 to 1,000. Go, hey, I'm going to work. I'm going to try to get 50 more photos this week. I'm going to try to get another 50 this next week, and build up to that 1,000. Don't think you're just going to, you know, but today's world, you post one perfect fucking video, and next thing you know, you got 1 million fucking likes. Wow. And then the problem is you have people that are not very creative, but they just got a special moment that they shared. And that photo just for some reason just touched 1 million people in a certain way.
Yep.
And now you're sitting there thinking, what do I do next?
Yeah.
How do I get this? How do I keep doing this? And again, it depends on what platform you're on. TikTok doesn't pay you that well for 1 million likes. Instagram, fuck you. You're getting paid. Twitter, X, $0. They're not paying you for 1 million likes. They don't give a shit how many likes you get on Twitter. They could care less. But depending on you get 1 million likes on a YouTube video, you're getting paid.
Nice.
You're getting paid. That's one of probably the largest platforms that you can actually make big money on is YouTube, and then Instagram, and then TikTok. But, you know, again, you know, you get that 1 million, you better be a creative motherfucker. You better sit down and figure out what you did, how you did it, and don't base what you're doing on anybody else. Do your thing. And you said that. Do your own thing. Be yourself.
Be authentic.
Yeah. All right, boys, look in the camera. Wave goodbye. I'm gonna hit that. Welcome to the Afternoon Delight podcast with the boys. Before we kick things off, we'd like to give a special shout out to all the copyright lawyers out there. The only people who can hear 2 seconds of music and immediately smell billing hours. Somewhere out there, one of them just yelled, "Objection," because someone whistled happy birthday. Don't worry, we've got no movie clips, no hit songs, no dancing babies, just 4 idiots with microphones and questionable opinions. So put the cease and desist letters back in the printer, take a day off, and let's have some fun. The Afternoon Delight podcast with the boys starts now.